Okay. Welcome to Lizards and Locations, where we are just about to get into a Phase 2 transition for RoY Spelljammers, as he is transformed, rebirthed even, from his more plasma form into a strikingly golden metallic sheen. And as he does that, two of his two wings flare out as the runes flash. The runes kind of flash once, twice, pulls out from his wings, and then move to either side as two more smaller metallic phoenixes appear on either side of the Howling Corsair. And with that, as you guys take in your surroundings, it's time to roll for initiative. Ooh, boy! So everybody, get ready.
Sorry.
I'm just thankful this is Andrew's campaign.
For this might be the God damn it.
What could that possibly mean?
But it'd be better if it weren't for me.
What's happening?
No. Keep going.
Why is it my campaign that happened?
Huh?
Anybody get over 20?
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
Oh wait, I have to look up what my
You
thing
should
is.
roll for initiative.
Yeah. I was even instructed to do so.
Yeah.
21.
21!
22.
23. Holy shit.
No, do the clap. Come on.
So it's 23 for Host. 22 for RoY.
Yes.
It was a natural 20.
When did you guys decide to roll well for initiative?
It was a natural 20, just for fun facts.
Immediately after the
I
previous
feel like
fight.
that doesn't matter in this game, but
Alright, then what'd you get?
I missed the memo.
2! Wow, you are just like, wait.
we have
What,
a
there's
natural
another
20
one?
and a
What the
natural
fuck?
1. Yeah, look at that nat 1 over there.
Yikes. Oh, is that what you were saying? That it's a good
Yeah.
thing it's my campaign?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
if it wasn't,
If it was John's campaign, you would have
I'd
lost the turn.
Shocked and
well,
awed
I
for an
would have
entire
gotten an
turn.
extra
yeah.
turn.
Battered
so...
and beaten.
What's that?
I would have gotten an extra turn.
Your natural 20.
You would have gotten an extra turn, true. It would have been a feast or famine type of situation there.
Oh, God!
But here we are.
Here we are.
The
Welcome.
map.
The map.
The Howling Corsair is being besieged by 3 metallic Firebirds. One being the representation of the winds of change and the winds of knowledge. The Midgard. You guys are fighting it.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Whoa!
Hoagie.
I'm gonna wait my turn.
The one, unsurprisingly, the one most eager to fly in the face of fate. What do you do?
I am...
I'm glad I said that without stumbling over my words.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to attach the rail extension to my gunblade.
Yeah, you are.
And then I'm going to take 2 shots on the one on my left. So the...
There's not a condition ring for you having the rail extension on your gun, but I think I'm going to use physical effects just to keep track of that.
Oh, it's
Because it is an important thing that exists in your...
it's hella physical.
mechanics.
So yeah, you're just going to have a very pretty pastel purple ring just hanging off your gun.
Puts on
Yes,
that
your
rail
left, you said?
extension
Yeah, so the one that looks like a griffin.
to his big ass.
Your
gun.
left would be this one.
Oh, yep, then that one.
If you think about your left, that is John's left.
Can we turn RoY Spelljammers just a little bit?
Oh, true.
God, so
There.
No, I'm okay with him attacking. Just,
himself.
You can absolutely... So you
yeah,
want...
so Hoagie's left.
Okay, so the dragon.
Yep.
That's pretty. That's pretty great.
Isn't that a great visual?
I know. It looks terrifying. We're surrounded.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
Any conditions to this that I need to know about? I don't have disadvantage or anything like that.
I will let you know if you have this.
Okay. No, ooh, natural 19. That is a 26 to hit.
26 will hit. Surprising so many people.
What is it?
Stop.
That is a D12.
I'm on my villain shit.
Hopefully we don't get, like, sued by Game Grumps for saying 23 a bunch.
I don't think Aaron Hansen knows who I am.
But it will now.
That's
Maybe.
tragic.
Well, we'll eventually.
Aaron Hansen, give me a
I'll
pass.
make personally sure of it.
We're both bisexual legends.
Aaron.
Come on, bro. Damn
Aaron,
us.
please.
Slide into those DMs.
What you got?
Chin
Bisexual four
piercing on
dimensions
the
stick
first shot.
together.
Okay.
And for the second shot, it is going to be a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Oh, that was shitty. 6 piercing.
All right.
So just see him. It's his musket is these are like the mechanics of it. It's like a bolt action.
Ooh.
Like,
Ooh.
kind of bolt
Okay.
action
Yeah.
for it.
That was pretty cool.
Shell pops out. Does the next one.
Man, it makes me sad now that you have the reloading like thing just for a gift. Like you don't have to do the reloading thing.
You just quick.
Because I would have been loving. Okay, you have to make sure you put all of it in the chamber if you're going to do bolt action.
Yeah.
Not the
That's
chamber.
why
the-
he
the-
did it.
What's the term for the place where the bullets are before you pull the bolt action?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us. We're not. I'm not a
Is
gun
that
expert.
not chamber?
No, the chamber is where is the one that's about to be fired.
Yeah.
That's the chamber. I know that part.
That's when you cock the gun, right?
You don't cock a
Cocks.
rifle, but sure. I mean, usually you don't cock.
Hey,
it.
Sasuke.
You know?
You ever think about cocks?
Yeah.
I know I do.
Cocks just flop around while he's fighting you.
While he's fighting you. Hello, I'm a possessed cock.
We're gonna get sued by so many people. Anyway,
That will end Hogarth's turn.
all right. Hogarth doing a little bit of damage to one of the metallic, and you see like these bullets like clang, clang, and like you can see them like dent into the metallic form of these birds. Like one goes off of the bird's chest, and the other like a wing, one of the metallic like feathers pops off. Very cool. Next up, Raleigh.
All right.
Raleigh, fucking every time. Raleigh, right?
I mean,
Okay.
does it matter? She'll answer to both.
Okay. I just want to take a person. I'm traumatized by Jonas.
I say Raleigh,
Raleigh, okay.
but that's probably because I'm Southern. I don't know.
Well, Raleigh is North Carolina.
Yeah, I say Raleigh.
Is that how you say that?
Yes.
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Like Slay.
Their name is Raleigh.
Let us know.
Raleigh.
now you're upset.
And now it's definite.
Like Rockley.
Freaks.
Raleigh.
Yeah, like
Raleigh.
broccoli.
Broccoli.
Raleigh.
Which is not spelled nearly the same. But yeah.
Anyway, I have arrows to fire.
Your dreams.
That's a natural 20.
Hey, that's my joke.
Wow, we are rolling so
A natty
good
20.
And 90-20, which, by the way, if you do the maths, is a 29.
That's pretty good. Who are you attacking?
Hersfelger.
Okay.
The big boy, unless one of those other ones comes out.
The middleman.
For now, I've got the big boy.
Is it the receiver?
Is this what you've been fucking
looked
doing this
up-
whole time?
He looked up the gun.
Oh, it might be, yeah.
Wait, it's the bottom of
I
the
thought it
gun?
was chamber.
No, the
I-
chamber is the where the bullet is.
When you pull back the thing and the bullet goes from the receiver to like the
The
chamber, and then you pop it in, that's the
Oh.
chamber.
Yeah.
Chamber only has one bullet in it. The
I thought
Tell
you-
us if I'm wrong.
I thought you popped it into the receiver. Just popped it.
I'll pop into your receiver.
Hey now!
That took you too long, Joe.
John, yeah, wait.
Wait a minute. I'm
fucking
missing a
cut it.
bit.
Good one. Oh fuck!
Anyway, yeah, go ahead and roll for your damage. Because a 29 and natural 20 you will hit by the rules of the game that we're playing.
Dabbledge.
If you want to roll really well, check out Dice Legion, who isn't really our sponsors tonight, but you know.
If you want to pop into her receiver, let her know.
Also check
Maybe
out
she
Dice
might-
Legion.
she might like it.
She might like dice.
Beans. Don't I have a thing? Hold on.
Use
Pretty sure
the
I
code
have a
Lizards for 10% off. Because why not?
Okay.
10% off of popping it.
Dice Legion.
Receiver.
Insert tagline here. What you got?
You can also check out our other sponsors, Shattermare Comics. They're freaking awesome.
We're not even going to need to do an introduction at this point.
I know.
Beans. Okay, I don't have a reroll damage thing. What's the rule that you do?
Oh, it's max damage plus your roll.
Okay, because I rolled a fucking. Oh my god, my head was sticking to shit. Okay,
I just want to let you know you have an entire dice thing in front of you to roll dice. Just so you know.
I'm aware. I rolled. I just wanted to make sure.
She didn't roll those Dice Legion dice.
At
and,
what-
Reluctantly.
One of my characters, I think it must be Whisper, has a feat where I can re-roll damage dice.
Yeah, because you have Piercer.
Yeah. And I couldn't remember if Raleigh had that.
No.
So I double checked it.
Mhm.
She does not.
Mhm.
So that's what I was looking at.
Okay.
I've rolled 5.
You know, now that you're
So it's
explaining it,
max
sounds
12.
completely reasonable for you to do that. Now that it's explained. So how much damage you do?
That's 17 piercing total.
17 total.
No,
Because I
Mary.
rolled bad.
Tell the viewers why they might want to buy Dice Legion dice.
Because they don't roll 1s
Yeah.
What's your modifier?
for my damage plus 4.
As you shoot towards Trace Velgar, and it's dead on right to his forehead. Head on directly to the forehead applied.
Hello.
Applied directly to the forehead. You see, there's like this pulsing energy, and you can, anyone, and Hoagie, you can see on the Phoenix you just shot, its runes kind of pulse. And you can see, like, the energy of the shot kind of, like, crackles, splits, and then you see basically a shockwave go to the other two Phoenix. Grace Valgard looks unaffected.
Might do it inside check.
You absolutely can.
Actually, you know, I'll do an inside check. Or is this?
Unaffected.
You said it was 7. You said it was 17 damage.
17, yes.
What was the unaffected though? I was finished.
I would also like
He was
to hear
unaffected by the
insight
critical
because-
hit
Ah.
that she just did. Like, basically, what happened was, I'll wait for their insight check before I explain what happened.
Yeah,
Ten
he's
for me.
wearing
15?
chainmail.
No, it's made of adamantine, most likely. No,
I got a 12.
15.
15.
I feel
Raleigh, you can kind of glean from what just happened because you had, like, again, the best, the most direct interaction with it. Something about the runes that are on the two additional phoenixes that spawned in seem to be protecting the main body of Trace Velgar.
Do they look like they got smacked in the face?
They didn't look like that smacked in the face, but, like, when the shockwave reached them, they kind of, like, had to flutter one more time, like, as if it disturbed them.
Alright.
So they did take damage. They didn't take that much damage because it was, one, split between the two of them, and two, there's damage reduction applied to Grace Velgar while these two additional spawns are alive.
We're playing the portrait of Trace Velgar.
My roommate would have really enjoyed that joke. It's too bad she doesn't watch the show, or they don't watch the show.
They should.
They should.
Sure.
All right.
Alright. Raleigh's gonna nod and she's gonna fire her second arrow at one at her left.
One to her left. So
Yeah,
the same.
the black one.
The black. Okay.
You just rolled a 20. I'm not gonna take those odds. Well, that rolled for me. That's a 23.
The DC to find out if it was actually what it was doing was 14, by the way. All right. So 23 will hit. And just for a fun little side note, I have the enemy names as Praise Spellgar.
Okay, I'm shooting an arrow at Gar, and
Yeah.
that's 8 piercing.
8 piercing damage. All right. So now he just has, like, an arrow punched through one of the, like, sheets of feathers that he has as a wing, because they're not actual, like, feathers. It's more like almost like a wing of a plane that's kind of mobile.
And
What are you doing?
don't worry about it. She does call down from the crow's nest to be like, any attacks on her Spellgar go to the other two.
Noted.
Finn is sort of looking at this all the things. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
When I hit it, it seemed to do damage to that one though that I was hitting.
Yeah, it does. They don't seem to have damage reduction on themselves.
Okay,
It's
okay.
only Hrace Velgar, the main body, that seems to be kind of like channeling your attacks towards its defensive sentries, I suppose.
Now he's very metallic. Are they metallic looking or are they more?
They're both very like mechanical looking
Okay.
at this point.
Okay, so
Like
that's my
imagine like you just see like a bunch of like parts kind of materialize and just kind of like a factory put them together in
Yeah.
front of you.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Mythic.
Yeah. So
That means it's your turn.
I'm gonna start whispering to myself because, oh my god, I hate the fucking gods. Like, why are they just so freaking fucking awful? And I'm going to use that to kind of cast dissonant whispers into the one closest to me on the side.
So we're going for Gar again.
Yeah, so its head will be like wrapped in a lot of smoky magic, and it'll start to hear me shouting at the gods.
Is that a particular effect?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Well, like, is it like a charm? Or is it like that?
No, it's damage.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw it is, because it is a construct and they have a lot of resistances for it. Natural 20.
Oof. Well, it still tastes.
Whisper got a candy.
She always gets a cami.
Thank God. She's here to fuck that. No.
She's gonna
Fuck that bird!
She's here to fuck that bird.
He takes a whole 2 psychic damage.
Noted.
Your brain space is messed up, dog.
Just gonna put those away.
That's already prehab, right?
That's.
That's it? That's everything?
I don't have a lot of bonus
Are
actions.
you here? That's it. Is not. That was rude.
Yeah.
Is that the end of
What
your
a-
turn?
What a dick.
I
What a cockroach
mean,
What a Jimbo.
I mean,
How dare you sully his name in this house?
True, you are. You have dishonored the honorable name of Cocktoasting. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go with that for now.
What are you putting on my DM
Says
screen?
Jimbo Cockroach.
Nothing, because
Why?
no one can
I
see
moved
but
it.
you. It's still
It's
not visible.
not my fault. It's for us. It's so I know how to address you.
That's not my name.
The shift in his expression to okay, I'll allow it, I'm amused to no wait, fuck you. It's amazing. Subtle, but exquisite.
All right.
Chef's kiss.
Anyway,
Oh, chef's kiss.
Doctor.
I was almost gay.
Yeah, that was pretty gay. Anyway,
Only
next up is the main body of Hrace Velgar.
Mwah.
And he is going to. You're going to see his metallic body start to glow red, then white, and then almost like take on a bluish tinge. And then a pulse of heat blasts out from him and hits both of you. And you can see as this comes out, it hits his 2 sentries, and it kind of like reverberates off of them. So I'm going to have you guys make a couple of dexterity saving throws.
A couple?
A couple of them.
Let's
Let's
do
do
a couple of them.
first things first, let's do the first dexterity saving throw.
Is that an everybody thing?
Yes.
You would say I can see this happening to me?
This is essentially
Okay.
the giant wave of like heat and light. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Also dirty 20.
Yeah.
37.
Wow,
Alright,
we're
so-
all rolling.
That shit
fabulous.
to 36.
Except
It became a 7.
Well, that would be a 37.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the definition.
nat 6. You have to hold the paper as you flip the thing.
All right, so that's
I guess that would be a 37.
so it's 11 fire damage for Nate, or for,
Ow!
for Finn, and then that's going to be 5 fire damage to the other 2. But we're not done.
No.
No. Make
Make a
another
reverb.
dexterity saving throw.
Another one.
It's a different die.
Yeah, I can still see
Good.
this effect, so I can get advantage. Okay.
I'll
Just
let
make
you.
sure.
I'll let you know if you can't see it.
Okay, cool. Relax, yeah.
We need the weight of this die.
22. Dirty, of course.
17.
Mhm.
The dirty.
8.
Dirty 8.
High five.
You also got an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be 22 fire damage.
Good.
Ow.
11 for Hoagie and Fithic, who saved.
Honestly, thank God.
And because Finn failed both of his, he is going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ow. 23.
23. Alright, so nothing happens to you because after that. So it was a save or suck, essentially. So nothing additional happens besides taking the damage. Alright. That'll be the Griffin's turn. So he's going to come and engage. Congratulations. With Raleigh.
Get engaged.
Yeah, she is now engaged. Congratulations.
I'm married.
Well, I guess it's not recognized by Race Velgar. The state of Race Velgar does not recognize your union.
Sounds like my dad,
Does it?
Mr. Myra.
It is
Is
recognized
that-
by Canada, though.
That is a 13 to hit.
Nar.
No? Alright, so. Another one.
That
How
was
about a
great
16?
audio.
Yeah.
In case you needed some tea pouring ASMR.
So you see its two metallic talons grasp out at you, and you dodge just in time for it to kind of hit its claws to dig into the mast of the ship, and then its second attack where its beak comes down and just kind of bamps you right in the forehead.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's going to be 10 bludgeoning damage. Physical damage. Bludgeoning
I thought you
damage.
were going to say fisting.
No, she definitely wasn't the fist.
Well, I'm doing real bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Next up is the opposing. Well, it's a dragon in the case of the mini, but it's the other phoenix. And it will breathe a cone of fire down on the 3 individuals on the deck of the ship. So,
Frightening.
Does it really have to do that?
yeah,
I'm sure though.
I am sure.
Shit.
So again, we're gonna make that good old dexterity saving throw
You can
for
do
everyone
this.
except for Raleigh.
You can do it again. You can totally do it again.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh,
20.
Okay.
4.
4 will not save.
Oh.
That's okay. I rolled really badly. That'll be 7 damage.
3.
Half if you save, which everyone saved except for Fithic.
Yep. Is it within 10 feet of me?
No.
Bitch.
Yeah.
You said 7?
Yes, I did.
Sweet.
You're single digits.
I'm alive. It's fine.
It's the lowest I could possibly roll. Okay. Next up is Finn. You get to make a turn this time. Say thank you, Dungeon Master.
Thank you, Daddy. I mean, thank you. Alright, I don't know where that came from.
Oh yeah, working at imposter.
I'm gonna move out of the mix here and go. Which one's Gar?
That's the black one.
The other one is Prey, right?
Grace is
Prey,
the big one.
Spell.
Okay, Spell. How low is Spell?
Spell has only been attacked by the reduced damage one from Raleigh.
Oh, I meant more like height.
Oh, how tall? How high is he?
Yeah.
He's about 30 feet above the. He's like
all day.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
move.
have enough height.
Can I move directly underneath?
You don't have enough length. Nice.
He's been hanging out with Pat.
Nice.
So.
You said I don't want to link that. I was like, nice.
Is it nice? I don't know.
He's 69 feet away.
Ironically nice.
It's tragically nice. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself, so I'm concentrating.
Bong. Of course you did this. After I put you under the thing.
Let's see. Can I...
Yeah, you can.
I wonder if that is this small.
Do I have a... I may have another piece too.
Ooh, I do. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna use a sorcery point,
An SP.
an SP, to
SP me, daddy.
to lightning lure it.
Okay. What does that entail?
So 30 feet, strength saving throw.
A strength?
Yeah.
I wonder if big metallic automatons are good at that.
A little bit. 14?
Damn it! That is the save.
Damn it.
Damn. Well, let's see. Target must have seen a strength saving throw, or you pull toward you in a straight line, and then take damage. So I don't think anything happens.
Okay.
Oh shit!
You try to lightning lasso the bird. It doesn't quite work.
Well, you get it on there. It's just the bird goes, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like you kind of try and pull, and it just goes whoosh. It's like,
Get over here! Oh shit!
Breaks against the metal feathers.
anything else?
That is it, Bob. That is it.
Who's Bob?
Alright, so you have Shield of
Where's
Faith
Bob?
moment. And also...
Where's Bob?
Which is going to bring us to the top of the round. Hogarth.
I would like to.
Where's your hat?
Going with the hood today. It's part of the full ensemble.
Okay.
I would like to Hell's Kitchen
The
Rage.
big legs.
And take 2 shots off.
What does that mean?
It means
What does that entail?
Well, like there's like Master Chef Junior, there's like Master Chef, and then there's Hell's Kitchen Rage.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah,
Where's
getting low.
Where's Kitchen Nightmares Rage?
not even quantifiable.
That's fair.
It just got renewed. What the fuck? Where's the references to there, John?
Where's the F word?
I'm going to
Fries.
take.
What about Next Level Chef? Well, come on,
Friendly.
Okay, he's just so friendly in that one.
man.
He's really nice in that one.
I'm gonna take a shot though at the Shadow Dragon looking one. Or
Okay.
Black Dragon, I don't know which one it is.
Gar?
It's
Gar, yeah.
It's neither one of those things. It is a phoenix.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a shot at Gar.
I understand what you're saying.
That's not what I said.
That is what I heard the last
Well, how do you feel about a 16?
To hit?
Yeah.
Not quite.
Can I bargain you for a?
What's that word?
Yep, 13 for a second shot.
Oh, well, now that you mention that, no.
This is.
The first one kind of like dings off of the armor, like not doing any significant damage. The second one is just, he just kind of like dodges out of the way.
Okay.
There's no money to be made. There's no money made. The best I can do is.
Relax, Rick.
That will end my turn. So I am enraging now. If you need to put a ring around me, but
I mean, since you asked.
And that makes me mad.
man,
And now,
Give me that.
mad.
I don't know why I gave you that.
my shots were undercooked. They were raw.
That's
Alright.
a very,
It's fucking raw!
the very, very obscure reference to Key and Peele.
I didn't hear it.
I was
Do it
like,
again.
and that makes me mad. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh,
It's too obscure.
And that makes me mad.
it's the bully that's too open and honest with like exactly
Yeah.
what
Oh,
he's
I
going
know that's getting
through. He's like,
Yeah, I've seen that before.
the deeper emotions that are going inside of me. Give me that. Yeah. Like, you seem to understand this on such a profound level. Why are you bullying me? Because I internalized a lot of my feelings.
Oh God, yes. Now I know. Now I know.
You've definitely seen the skit.
You
It
showed
did.
that skit in
It-
your class.
I know. hey, yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway, Raleigh, it is your action.
Well, first of all,
Begin your action economy.
begin my action economy. First of all, I'm going to use a bonus action to use my second wind because
It's good enough reason.
I love being a fighter. Especially when I roll a 9. I recovered 14 points.
Nice.
But I only get one of those. And then I'm also going to action surge because I'm scared.
Okay.
And I'm just going to fire as many arrows into Svel as that allows me, which is 4.
4.
4 arrows.
Called Valhalla. This is a great song. Alright. Slap me with them dice.
Okay. You said 16s weren't enough.
I did say that.
So 2 of them are 16s.
Unfortunate.
1 is a 25,
Mm-hmm.
and the last one is a natural 20. So at 29.
A 2 natural 20s. Alright. And this is for Spell, you said?
Svel, because he's in my face!
He absolutely is in your face. Go ahead and roll damage.
So upset
Again,
that half those
critical
hits.
hits are maximum damage you can, and then your additional roll.
Okay.
Kill those bitches.
I don't know if I'm gonna kill him, but I'm certainly going to make him hurt a little bit.
More than the 2 psychic damage I did.
This one needs to retire.
So retire it.
Get too old for this shit.
It's no, it fucking rolled 2 ones.
Do you need a different dice?
No,
Did
I
you do a
have-
modification on the arrow?
I did not.
I just noticed your Beowl.
Okay.
I'm very particular about my decorations on here.
What's the tree one from?
The tree one? That's from Colorado.
I
We
like
were
how
up-
you guys assume that I'm gonna take a long time.
I would never do that, Mary.
But if you did take a long time, we might suggest that you check out Shattermere Comics and use the code Lizards23 to get 50% off your first month subscription.
I just want to say, both y'all's titties are popping tonight.
I have a titty bra on.
Also, Nate, are those
This
hardly
is a
hero
sports
stickers
bra.
on your laptop
Oh,
there?
I have to like
No, they
lift it up
can't.
a little bit.
They can't see that at all.
Oh, is that? What? Those are hardly hero stickers, and that's Shattermere Comics.
It's true.
I don't know how to get this in screen. Me too.
That's way more wholesome than what I said.
I spent yesterday, and because the thing is unfortunately I'm very, very I was in architecture school, so you know things have to align, and so I had to sit
Yes.
there and I had to make sure things were like aligned enough so that I didn't OCD up the ass.
I used the seam on my case as the bottom line.
Oh,
so that
you know what I did was I used the sticker templates, and that's how I used for the spacing on them. I held the sticker template underneath, and I was like, okay, about there, and then I used the other sticker template to create the line.
This
Mary,
is the content you create.
do you have your damage, please?
Yes.
I don't mean,
No,
To be
please,
rude.
please derail me.
but also,
This is what you want, right?
Please,
Just
for the love of
us
God,
to show
derail
you
me.
how to put stickers on stuff.
this is not the content that I was planning to
Architects
deliver
showing you how to put
tonight.
stickers.
What do you got, Mayor?
I'm applying an arcane shot to one of my arrows because I can do that upon hitting.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a shadow arrow.
Okay.
So basically what that does is that they take an extra 2d6 psychic and must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be unable to see anything further than 5 feet away.
Interesting. So you say the wisdom saving throw, you said?
Wisdom save.
What's the greatest feat? That is a 6.
That does not succeed.
Okay.
So Spell can only see 5 feet in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like a blinded effect, I guess?
Yeah, kinda.
Is there a blinded...
There is, I think it's cool.
Does that mean they have disadvantage on being on dodging attacks?
That they can't see, I assume.
There's a lot of negative effects to being blinded, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, because it might as well be blinded, right?
They're not quite blinded, but
Well,
functionally outside of 5 feet.
They're extremely nearsighted.
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I wonder. Like, if I'm attacking them, are they like it's an attack roll? Do I get advantage on an attack roll?
Yes, you do. Because
Okay.
because you are all considered invisible to it. Because you are outside of the 5 feet.
Yeah, so the max damage on one of my arrows is 12.
Okay.
Then I rolled 9 more for
Okay.
another arrow, so that's 21. And then another 5 because I rolled a 1,
Okay.
so that's 26. And then so that's piercing, 26 piercing.
Okay, so 26.
And then for psychic damage, it's 7.
So that's it. Yeah, you fucked him up.
Good. Because
So you- You kind of like
Return the
dip.
favor.
You kind of like dip and dodge. Like I'm gonna kind of paint this for you, unless you want to change it.
Please.
But you basically like it kind of like after it like freaking pecks you in the face, you just kind of like and then you pull it out. And like I'm gonna say that the first one was a critical hit, where like you just fucking pull back where it's right there and it just goes straight through its freaking like jaw that comes out of its forehead.
Was the arrow
Whoa.
like?
The shadow arrows are gonna glow purple.
Yeah, and then like after it, like it's like reeling back while you do that, so you
darkness?
take the opportunity to take another arrow,
You also
imbue it with the
separately-
shadow powers, and then like as it goes out, it just kind of like goes out and expands, and, like wraps around its head.
Yeah.
So it's got like a almost like a diver's helmet, but it's like a dark bubble of darkness, I guess.
And he
It's
can
like-
still see me, I assume.
Yes, he can still see you. He is next to you, even
Yeah.
though I can't adequately portray that in with the miniatures at the moment. But that'll change quickly because there's a reaction that he's going to take for being shot in the face. But he can't do that yet because it's Mythic's turn.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna
When you do that, with
drink a
arrow,
potion,
do you concentrate?
a healing potion.
Can you pick 7?
I have 7 of them. Yes, I do.
Wow,
Distributed the.
it's a lot of potions.
How long
Wouldn't let me fly the fucking plane.
Visited
You
Jimmy
did get
Potion,
to fly the
Potion
plane.
Master.
Plus 2. That's 8 whole hit points. Is that an action or a bonus action?
Everybody attack 12.
It's a bonus action to take a potion,
Sweet.
which is a house rule that I know isn't correct. No one has to correct me on it.
Don't correct
One
us.
action for a potion? That's brutal, man.
Yeah, I
very
mean,
common
I can
house
absolutely
because it's
drink a potion, hold out my other hand, and open a gateway to the darkness between the stars, and call forth the hunger of Hadar in a 20-foot radius around.
Honestly, thank God.
Thank God.
Right, so I want to make sure that the main dude is in this sphere of darkness, and one of his buddies.
How wide?
I vote spell.
20-foot radius.
Will not. Be... Oh, 20-foot radius.
Radius.
So 40
You
foot.
can actually maybe hit everybody with that.
But
No.
then they're both in. They're all. In
This is
dark.
not accurate. He's over here. You
Oh.
can hit Gar and Trey.
Sweet. I only want to hit 2 anyway because they'll be in complete darkness and blind, and it'd be nice if we could see them and hit them.
Alright, so you're saying like the origin's gonna be like right around here.
Yeah,
It doesn't quite reach you.
Yeah, no, it definitely shouldn't reach me. I want to be able to see.
Okay.
I've
And this
got my
doesn't
little-
require them to be completely enveloped by the spell either, does it?
No.
Does it have to be in
They
it
have to
at
be
all?
In it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're in it. And that doesn't really do anything until their turn, except they're blinded and in complete darkness.
In it to win.
There's no saves I make or anything? Like that?
No. It's just a sphere of horror and darkness. Little like slurping noises.
Ew.
I have my little pickled octopus tentacle.
Don't do that.
Pulled it out of my pocket.
Is that your arcane focus?
No, it's one of the things you
Wow,
do.
Mary,
So-
your titties are just fucking popping off everywhere, knocking shit over. Jeez.
I want to stand with one of these dice.
Dude, for those who don't have big tits, God, they're always in the way.
Always. That's why I don't usually wear the titty bras.
I know that sounded like I was gonna give you like a website to go buy a bra from, but
No.
You prefer one.
We should get somebody to sponsor us for that.
Sponsor my boobies. I would bounce, but this bra doesn't really.
Oh no, it's doing fine.
wait, I'm sorry, it's a titty bra that doesn't bounce?
No, it's doing fine.
Because it's a sports
No, it's
bra
it's
and
doing
it
the
bounces.
thing.
It's very padded.
Working.
Buy comic
What were we
books.
doing? Oh, right,
My
Dungeons and
comic
Dragons. Continue. All right, is that at the end of your turn? Phil?
Yeah, that's my action.
Okay,
my
great.
bonus action to
Alright.
not be dead.
All right, cool.
Oh, actually, can I kind of like back up a bit?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
How-
I mean,
How much would you like to back it up?
oh god, I probably can move 30 feet.
You probably could.
Yeah.
You want to do 30 feet?
I mean, just put me back up against the wall if that's like 30 feet.
I mean, you can go into the.
Sure, I'll be right inside the doorway, so I'm kind of like protected from
Yeah.
fire things.
I'm using my pen as like one of the little things that they used to move poker chips on. At the casino.
Oh, the total
Is
rig.
that
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
need to buy all one of those?
Sorry?
Do we need to get y'all one of those little rake things?
Dude, that would be hilarious. But no, it's not
Does it come with your
little
poker
poker rig.
necessary. Alright. End of turn for Fifthik. Next up,
Yeah, a little bit.
once again, is Grace Velgar. Well, there's only one person here that's really in his sight line.
Oh, but wait, is it though? Because he's in magical darkness.
True. What he will do then is move slowly to the
I'm in magical darkness too.
Oh wait, it's the start of his turn.
Sure.
Let me do things.
Am I in magical darkness?
I almost told. No, you're not. Why would you? Why would? Why would I put you in the hunger of Hadar? No, no. So
True.
it's nice and chilly,
Uh-huh.
I feel okay.
and he's gonna take 7 cold damage, or however that works.
I mean, so he doesn't have a saving throw for that either?
Any creature that starts the turn takes 2d6 cold damage.
Cold damage does work really well against him, but unfortunately, he's going to divert that damage towards his sentries.
Sure.
And you said it was 7?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Stab myself with a pen.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I got ink poisoning now, I'm gonna die. Anyway.
Oh.
Thank God. Is going to, God damn it. Grace Velgar, you can now see, because he's outside of the inky pool of 3-dimensional darkness, however that works. And all he sees right now, in front of him, is Hoagie, who is getting progressively more and more buried in his own headgear. He's gonna fire some eye laser beams at you.
Okay, yes, that checks.
Or as we call them in the biz, eyes are beams.
What?
Go home.
For
Go to
better,
bed.
for better writing than that, check out Shattermere Comics.
For better writing.
Ew.
Cold.
Better writing that. Help us get out of. Hey, our writers more.
Oh.
For better writing than that.
Too soon.
Support the
But
writers
also
who killed
the right
America.
Yeah.
One of them is going to miss because it was a 2. But the second one is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck.
Okay.
Good God. 22 to hit.
Ha.
20 shoe.
20 shoes hit. 20 shoes hit.
A lot of Air Jordans.
Alright, that's going to be 9 fire damage as he kind of fucking hits you with a fucking laser beam, man.
You want to make it piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing?
No, I don't. I want it to be...
Just checking.
What kind of a piercing laser beam?
Yeah.
Piercer beam! No, I don't think I'm ready to introduce that into my world at the moment.
Okay,
so.
yeah, whenever you're ready, Dark Side.
Yeah. Oh yes, because that's the go-to eye laser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like
You know,
And that would be
fair.
Radiant, I guess. It's solar.
Yeah,
Isn't he
radiant.
solar power.
It depends on what.
His brother's kinetic.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about X-Men.
If you
lie
could
to
see
my
more of the thing behind Andrew, there's some really cool Cyclops drawings up there. But you can't.
So, 9 damage, you said?
I have fire damage.
Okay, I'm still double digits.
Must be nice. No, I'm good.
Right? Oh wait, I'm back.
We struggling right here.
I thought you
I'm
just-
still double digits too, Chuck.
All right, next up is Spell's turn, and he got shot in the face twice.
Yeah.
Wait. So first off,
Well, fuck me, I guess.
is the Phoenix any part inside my inky blackness?
Not anymore.
Sick. Who was the other one that's in my inky blackness?
Scar.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So, Spell is up next, and he got shot in the face.
Yeah.
So, what he's going to do is reel backwards, probably about 25 feet or so, as he kind of like whooshes his wings forward. I'm gonna make you make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
See if you'll get blown away
Blown
by the
away.
wind.
Jeez Louisey.
So you'll get blown away.
Nice.
11.
You're not gonna fall out of the crow's nest, but I'm gonna make you take a damage.
Yeah, that's fair.
1 damage. Bludgeoning.
Slam gets a mask.
Yeah.
Bonk.
As you kind of like, oh, Jesus. But yeah, it has now been basically blinded and shot in the face. So it's kind of like trying to search for like something, but it can't see anything, and it doesn't know quite what it's going to do. So it is going to shoot out some of the laser beams that the larger body had tried to do before, and I'm going to make some rolls to see what exactly happens in that situation. Behind the scenes. No. Okay, so it's basically just like shooting a couple of them, and they're like little bursts, shoot towards the crow's nest, but they miss by a wide enough margin that I'm not gonna. It's not even possible for them to hit you. A couple of them do hit the side of the ship, however. The ship takes a little bit of damage.
Bastard.
From its flailings.
Well, you know what they say. We can fix the ship can't fix me.
And I've never said.
Oh, I've never heard that before. No.
This is a quote by Rectangle Pants.
Yeah, but who said that?
Yeah, rectangle pants.
Terrible.
Heard both ways.
Have you?
Terrible and terrible.
Alright,
Pants.
next up is Gar. And Gar is going to come down to land on...
Oh wait, but it's the start of his turn, right?
It is. Go ahead and roll for your damage.
And I should point out that that blackiness is difficult terrain.
Noted, but irrelevant.
5 cold damage.
Okay. Double damage because LOL. Alright. Both of these constructs are looking pretty rough, just so you know. Like there's like you can see like one of their like Gar's wing is bent and like punched through. Spell you can't really see because a lot of it is kind of obscured by the shadow arrow that RoY did, but it's kind of like the equivalent of limping for flying. I'm not sure what that would be, so I'm just gonna call it limping. And then
Limping.
the main body of RoY Spellgar is unaffected. But Gar will take his attacks against Hoagie because that's just kind of the way that it goes. Wow. That's a natural 1 and a natural 3.
Both will actually miss.
Okay. I mean, you don't know what the natural 3's bonus is, but yeah, it'll probably miss.
Anything can happen from it doing a natural 1?
No, because its follow-up was a natural 19.
Okay.
So it just misses. All right. Well, that's kind of awkward. So it kind of like comes down, latches on, and like you see its talons like punch through the boards. What's the Howling Corsair made of? I should ask before that. Is it made of metal?
Bright gold.
I think it's metal and wood. So like I would say the deck is probably mostly like some kind of wood with like a like
a metal skeleton almost.
Yeah, like metal skeleton. I would say it's I would say the hull itself is probably mostly metal, but I would say the deck, because of ease of like on your feet and also change out, like trying to like replace boards and stuff like that, I would say it's probably wood on the actual deck.
Makes sense. And so like, you just see its talons like pierce into wood as like splinters kind of pop up, and it kind of tries to peck at you, but you're able to kind of like, it misses one completely, and the other one you just have like smack it out of the way with your sword.
And also, one thing I didn't consider, static. You would want wood.
Yes.
Ship for static.
Most likely.
You don't want a full metal ship. So
No.
it would be shocking hell.
Yeah, it would be rough.
Full metal ship.
Full metal ship.
Unless it's made out of like stainless steel.
We're playing as my favorite full metal ship right now.
Then you're up.
Anyways,
pretty good.
I'm gonna attack
The darkness?
Gar. Not
Okay.
Gar, Spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack Spell.
I'm
With a
guessing
second
Gar's
level-
no longer in that inky blackness.
Who?
Gar's
No one
not.
is.
I'm gonna attack with second level chromatic orb of cold.
Guess what? You advantage.
Hell yeah.
Because he's blinded.
Oh, well, I don't need it. I got a natural 20. Woo!
Well, fuck me, I guess. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. What are you using here? Chromatic orb?
Second level chromatic orb.
Of
Cold.
how do you want to do that? Because that's gonna end it. No, there's no way he doesn't die.
He's gonna like kind of gust back, and then he's gonna see Raleigh like hit get hit back a little bit. He's like, "What the hell are you doing to my lieutenant?"
Yeah, cold.
And then this kind of like it's. I like to believe that in this case, I know it's called the chromatic orb, but it's like these kind of like twisting like. This kind of twisting cold that, like, when he snaps, it kind of twists from his hands, and then it forms into like a spear, and then it just punches
Nice.
through. And then
It doesn't have to be an orb.
yeah,
Fuck it.
just like
And so this basically this spear of ice kind of like goes through it.
1,000 years of darkness.
1,000 years of darkness. 1,000 years of pain.
1,000 years of pain.
All right. So like you see if this icy mass just slam into this construct. Like you can see like all the joints and all of the metal parts kind of like freezing over and cracking, and then the whole thing kind of just shatters. And it dies. Like, and as it dies, you can see the runes kind of are left behind in this place. And you can see like the runes kind of like swirl around and then flow back into their main body of Spelljar.
So that wasn't Gar who died. That was a different.
This was Spell who died.
No.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll do.
Yeah,
Is,
nice
so
spell.
is Gar landed?
Yes.
I want to use a bonus action to Adrenaline Rush and try to flank it. So I have double movement speed.
Oh, then yeah, absolutely. For sure. Let's move that out of the way. What were you? You're concentrating on Shield of Faith, right?
Yes.
Just don't have that.
So he's like, "The hell are you doing about Lieutenant? All right, get this guy."
You hear it from the crow's nest. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I got him.
Got him. Full tilt to the next.
Flintstone sound effects.
Go ahead.
Hanna-Barbera. You know, those are commonly you can use those.
Oh yeah,
Hanna-Barbera noises.
I did not know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're flanking. Is that it? Is that? Oh, sorry. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, let's see. Actually, yeah.
I need to stop saying that. That's rude to say.
Yeah, casted a spell as an action. Bonus action to dash.
All right, there you go. Well, there's one person who's going to immediately have a benefit to your flanking, and that's Hobie, because it's his turn.
Chia. He's flanking. This guy
Gar.
right here, right?
You're flanking Gar, yes.
Okay. Let me double check something. Make sure. Because I'm adjacent, right? Or is he flying?
No, he's landed now.
He's landed.
Who's
Okay.
landed?
Gar Brooks.
Garth Brooks is landed. The only one flying at the moment is Ray Spellgar.
Okay.
Or the Frey part of it, the main body. It's all Ray Spellgar. So I guess Gar is now Spellgar because Spell's dead. Or maybe it's Frey Spell and Gar. That makes more sense.
First of all,
It's Frey Spell and Gar. Just separating them by syllables for fun.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to take off the rail extension.
Okay.
Since he's right next to me, I don't want to take his advantage.
Just take off the physical effects. Condition rain. You are still raging, however. You are still smatting. mauling as we speak.
And I get an advantage on the slice with the greatsword, right?
Yes, you do get advantage because you are flanking.
So I'm gonna attack Garth. That is a
Call him Garth.
23.
Material hit.
That's 2d6. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus, I'm not gonna forget this time, rage damage.
Yeah.
Another 2. So 10.
Alright, how do you want to do it?
Yeah.
So as he takes a slight, like big slice, like an arcing down slice at Gar, he's going to just kind of like hit where the shoulder connects, and then he's going to feel that metal resistance, and he's just going to like scream, and it's just going to cause him to push and slice through, and let the sword do the work, you know, just like butter, and just. Just slices down.
Can't make the reference without laughing.
I know, I couldn't. But it just opens up the chest cavity by doing that, and as he's doing that, he's just gonna headbutt the chest cavity.
I didn't expect that part. Alright, cool. Alright, so like you just see the like bits and like all of like the little like cogs and mechanical workings inside them kind of just kind of like spew out. And like as that's happening, you just fucking rear back and smash your head into it. And like some might question the necessity of such an action, but no one else here does, and it dies.
Pretty logical to me.
It just crumples to the deck for a moment, but eventually it kind of like evaporates, and you can see once again the runes. The runes are left behind, and then they are transferred to the right wing of now. Once again, the completed Race Velgar.
And it stays metal when both wings are back intact, but
It was never not metal.
okay.
Well, I mean,
Or was fire before. I'm just curious if that switch was metallic, like
it went from a plasma fire, like made of fire,
to metal.
and then it had 2 additional metal constructs next to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it has been the main body of Race Velgar has been metal since that transformation.
Okay. Cool. All right. For my second attack, he's just going to point the great sword out to the main body. You're next, and then he pulls the trigger using a pistol rather than the relic kitchen.
Sure.
I need to know, is it within 60 feet? If not, it would be it wouldn't be disadvantage because I'm firearm mastery.
Yeah, it's within 60 feet.
Okay.
Also, did you hold it gangster style and get hit in the face?
We'll see.
Nah, he's really strong. He knows how to
Well,
hold the
Natural 1. So
Oh my god!
You do get hit in the face.
Roll for follow-up.
17.
All right. You do not get hit in the face.
I feel like it at least kicks back like it's gonna.
It kicks back.
It kicks back and he's like, oh.
Like blade to throat.
Yeah,
like,
You're next!
Yeah. It's a little awkward.
Oh, I'm sorry for manifesting
Meant
that.
to do that. Let's get that right.
I believe you. For sure. 100%.
See, just the shot. Oh. Blade across.
That looks really intimidating though.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope, that was it.
All right. As you do that, and now both of the runes are on each side of Race Velgar's wings are present before. One of them glows as it takes a legendary action to fire back at you.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a attack roll. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
How far away? Oh, he's not next to me.
No, that's right. You guys did the whole like I'm trying to flank thing.
Yeah.
That'll be 7 fire damage.
Okay.
As a kind of like another you see like its left wing glow, and it like powers up its eye beams and shoots at you.
Yeah, he takes it. I mean, he looks real rough right now.
Yeah, everyone's looking a little rough right now. Rally cap.
Rah-rah!
That's me.
Rally cap. Let's go.
Okay. 2 arrows towards the now complete Velgar in his glory. Jesus Christ. 18?
That'll hit.
And then a natural 20.
Damn.
Okay, damn. So what? That's 3 natural 20s in a row.
Yeah, every turn I have at least one.
That's
Holy crap.
bonkers.
It's bonk.
All right, do your stabby slaps.
I think this is a great opportunity to mention Dice Legion. Thanks for the loaded dice.
Wait
None
a
of these-
second.
None of these are dice legion.
I know.
I promise you'll get great dice. They won't be loaded.
I rolled a Facebook die and a die I got from a sticker maker at a convention.
She was
Not even-
fantastic.
Not even official dice makers.
Wow, meta.
Yeah.
I mean, what does official dice maker mean? They made a dice to make them official to me.
She makes this.
It's official to me, damn it.
And I
She
rolled a
made
natural
that specific
20.
dice.
And that for that I
Yeah,
love
what
her.
about that dice? Tell us an interesting feature about the dice you're using right
All
now.
the faces have emojis on them,
Oh god.
but like old school emojis
Oh my god.
that you can type on your computer.
Oh my god.
And the 20 face has the diamond eyes, like you.
Equals both parentheses.
Cut to commercial.
I regretted it immediately.
And just in case your Svelgar doesn't die, one of them's going to be a shadow arrow, just so that I can cover.
I mean, he has not taken any damage so far.
Yeah, so let's do a shadow arrow, just in case.
The chances of him dying are low.
Okay, so for piercing, it's 12
Okay.
plus 6, 18 plus 8, 26 piercing again.
Okay.
And
That's
then
a lot of damage.
9 psychic.
9 psychic.
And then he rolls the wisdom save, I think.
What's that psychic damage sound like? Is it just like a big scream?
That's
11 herbs and spices. Yeah.
That's the sound.
This is raw. He rolled a 12.
that matches.
Does it really?
Yep,
Unfortunate.
Latrage.
it is what it
They
is.
tried to deep.
Latrage. Latrage.
That's fine. I tried. That's my last arcane shot. BT dubs.
Alright. Well, you still did 35 damage altogether, so that's not
And that's
nothing.
without sneak attack.
That's not nothing.
Take that, Rhodes.
Well, I have sneak attack. I just.
Yeah, but still.
As you do that, its right wing will glow and it will shoot to
Wait, why
laser
didn't
beams
you do
at
sneak attack?
I mean.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do sneak attack?
I don't
You
have
have advantage.
You don't have to. You've got enemies.
No, they're not.
Are they
No,
not
they're
next to it?
No.
Never mind.
Yeah. I
Why
know.
didn't you do the thing you weren't allowed to do?
Yeah.
I can see the
Listen,
map
I'd add a
perfectly.
d6.
It's
Just-
not like John's face is in front of it.
Just cheat, lol.
It's not. Hoagie.
I like y'all too much.
Okay.
Plus, I think it's a. If anyone's gonna worry about me cheating, it's gonna be about the natural 20.
True.
Nate always looks.
You're
so-
fine. You're fine. Taliesin took care of that for you for critical roll. The golden snitch.
What happened?
Did you see that? Oh, he had so many ridiculous natural 20s with a specific dice. He gave it to Matt Mercer, and then someone stole it out of his car.
Oh.
That dice was ridiculous.
Somebody stole a die out of Matt Mercer's car.
People
Yeah.
are weird.
Fun fact.
Yeah, and
Let's
now
talk
they
about
have a
critical
really
role.
cool
Yeah,
dice that's
yeah.
been rolled by Taliesin and Matt Mercer.
Yeah.
Don't steal things, guys. It's not okay. Don't break into cars.
I'm
Now,
just-
next you're gonna tell me I have to give it back.
Don't do
Wrong
drugs.
too.
Or do. I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, it rolled a 10 to hit, so.
nope.
It's gonna be a hard gnar.
Sag. Bithiker up.
School
Sure. I totally have plans. Shit. Oh, I do have plans. I'm going to. How far away am I from Hoagie? Less than
How
30.
far are you away?
Less than 30 feet, right?
10, 15, yeah, less than 30.
Sweet. I'm gonna walk up to Hoagie. And
You don't have to wait for me.
no, I'm just trying to decide which one I want to do. Because I kind of don't want him to have to wait till his turn. So I'm going to feed him a potion.
Okay. That will be your action.
Yep. So, just drink potion.
Just.
punch him in the face.
Wow.
I was like fixing the volume on
Straight
fucking
up
song.
punched him in the face.
I read him a potion.
Wow!
It worked.
Nice.
Perfect roll.
I'm gonna
10.
punch you in the face
Wow.
every time I punch you a potion now.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yay,
Tru-
double digits.
Trust the process.
I was at 4, just so you guys
And
know.
then,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
and then if I like had a straight line from me and I was beside Hoagie, would it hit Race Velgar and nobody else?
What are you trying to do?
If there was like a straight line,
What does that matter? What are you trying to do?
the spell goes in a straight line. It's Thunderstep. Spoiler alert. But I don't want to hit other people, and I'm not sure how it hits him because he's up on like the little steps, or if he's flying.
It says all creatures within a line.
That's how it works.
I mean, I can just make you take another button and go like that, and then it'll be fine.
Sweet. Sweet. So I feed him a potion. And then I run away. Magically. I go boom. And I run away.
And you clap directly in the microphone?
Yep.
Great. Awesome.
Exactly.
Thank goodness.
And so I bamf backwards back into my little hidey hole.
Okay.
And each I misunderstood how Thunderstep works.
Yeah, I was kind of confused as to what was
I thought
happening.
it was a straight line for some reason, and it's not. That's on me. I don't use Thunderstep to bamf. I use my other skill to bamf.
Misty stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was. I think that.
Less exciting. John can cut out that clap now. Or not. You can tell people I don't know how my spells work. It's fine. Yeah,
Shrug.
that's it.
Next up, Grace Velgar. He's going to
Where's my
firstly move over to land next to Finn.
Hmm.
And Finn, you're gonna make, because he approached you in such a threatening manner. Make a Constitution save. No, it's just because he's hot. He's burning. He's
Are you
burning up.
stepping to me?
He fucking is stepping 100%. He's definitely not stepping right now.
Well, that's a 23.
Terrible.
Me and you.
Anyway,
Listen, Stacy, you're the one that's got to count these off.
you're an audio editor. You're an audio editor. You can mess with the audio to make it everyone.
No, I just meant that he needs to just give us a 1, 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Come on,
Count
band
us off.
director.
True.
What'd you get?
23.
Oh yeah. I forgot what we were doing. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, my brain was like, what? We're just
I
talking
think-
about 23 now.
I think what ended up happening was you're like, all right, what did you get? And I was like, 23. And then like a power core ejected from the back. And you're like, where are we?
You know, sometimes my CMOS got overloaded a little bit. I gotta dump my CMOS cache. Anyway. Yeah, that's enough. You're fine.
No, I hope so. Fuck. Jesus, like, I only hope so.
It's very you're very warm.
It's like,
You sweat. You're getting the sauna going here.
it's just like,
You know, there is no humidity in the air any longer. It is just very dry heat and feels nice. With a 23, it feels nice.
it's just like flames blowing around me.
It's like, oh, thank you. I was feeling a little bit cold.
Yeah, feel a little damp.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to get the sweat stains out of this jacket.
Wow. And now it's on fire. Anyway, he will also attack you though.
Wow.
16 to hit.
No!
I was
20 to hit.
super.
Damn it.
Yay!
Yeah. Equal but opposite.
That's going to be 9 slashing damage as he slaps you across the face.
Does that put you in the same place?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it does, John. And I gotta make a Constitution save.
For what?
For my natural 20, nice.
Oh, what was the damage there total?
9.
I have to make a Constitution save to concentrate. But I got a natural 20 on my Constitution save.
I will say this. You'll see one of the Astral Guardian pop up,
Okay.
and they'll try to lessen that below.
If I get a natural 20 to maintain a concentration save, does that mean I can weather one hit?
Yeah.
No, I mean like an additional hit?
Oh, a future hit.
A future hit?
Oh.
Some concentrate sword!
Oh. No.
Damn it.
Take away 9 damage from that.
Yeah!
So you didn't even make a concentration save.
Oh,
The most wasted natural 20 of all time.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
But you're back in the double.
He's just like.
Yeah. So was that what did he do? Like, what did he try to do? How did he do? Is it
It was like it was a slash with his talent.
Yeah, you'll see one of those spectral guardians just come up and they just kind of put their shield up, like this shield, and it rakes through them and just completely
Sparks
destroys
fly off of the
Yeah.
shield.
Oh, Finn's gonna kind of like. He's gonna come up to do this, like he's gonna brace, but then he sees like the sparks flying off and they kind of like scatter on his face. He's like, nice.
My uncle.
I didn't realize you knew them personally.
Thanks, Uncle Jim.
He's gonna be like, we'll unpack this later.
How did Uncle Jim die?
Jimbo Cocktoaster? You had an Uncle Jimbo Cocktoaster?
I did not. They're all named after artists, so it'd have to be Uncle something artist.
Uncle Dolly.
There you go. Uncle Salvador.
Uncle Salvador.
Uncle Jim Dolly.
Yeah, there we go.
Edgar Allan Poe.
You are right. Actually, you are also within 15 feet of Grace Velcro, so you're gonna make a Constitution save throw as well.
Okay.
That is my mistake that I didn't do that before, but we're
I
gonna
appreciate your
recognize
mistake.
it. Appreciate it.
No, if I save that, if I have that Constitution save, and I make it, what did you?
6.
No. That's gonna be 12
Okay.
fire damage.
Bro, what the fuck?
As the scorching waves of heat coming off of this bird just fuck you up.
Are you down?
Another 2.
Oh, I thought you were out.
No,
No,
another
not
2.
yet.
2 HP.
I thought you were like,
Deuces.
I went
Deuces.
from 4 to 14 down the 2.
oh, dude.
Fortunately, that is the end of his turn, which means Finn, you're up. He has used both his legendary actions, so he can't finish you off yet.
Yeah.
And we're not. I can't possibly flank him because Hoagie's not close enough, right?
No, he's pretty much unflankable.
Unflankable.
Cannot
No,
be
'cause
flanked.
he's large enough to be unflankable.
No, you could flank him, just not in the position he's in.
All right.
Also, yeah, Toby's not adjacent to what you're looking for. So you would have to go behind him, and then Hoagie would have to move up, which he could because Hoagie is up next. So it's possible, but it would be awkward, and also Hoagie and you would probably become in more danger now than you are now.
FYI, when I rolled that natural one,
Mm-hmm.
that would cause a misfire. So I can't use it again, so I fix it.
True.
So the aura is big enough to where like.
It's a 15-foot aura.
So I'm used to it.
You don't have to do it again. You are it's basically every time you're exposed to it, and then if you succeed, you're immune to it for like 24 hours.
Okay.
So you're fine. You cannot be affected by it again. If Praise Velgar moves out and then back in, you would be in danger because you failed your save.
If I move closer to him, would I be in danger or no?
Not from that.
Okay.
But yes.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna use a.
You're gonna use a dash action?
No, I'm not gonna use a dash. Actually, I'm gonna. Well, how far am I from Hoagie?
10 feet.
10 feet?
Oh, 15 feet.
15 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's first diagonal is 5, the second diagonal is 10, so 15.
I want to run in an arc, so I'm on the left side of Grace Velgar. And
So this side?
yeah, I'm gonna run like to Hoagie, and like it's gonna be the whole circuit is gonna be an arc.
You're trying to get to Hoagie.
I'm trying to bypass Hoagie, and I'm
Okay,
gonna slap the shit out of him with a lay on hands.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. If you do that, you will go outside of the reach of Grace Velgar and provoke an attack over 50.
Oh, does he only have a 5-foot reach? He doesn't have a 10
Yeah,
foot.
he doesn't have a 10-foot reach.
Okay.
He's got like bird legs. He can't really.
Or sure, he gets swiped with his wings or something.
He doesn't have a wing attack. So he has a. Actually, I'm not going to change it now because that feels disingenuous. But it makes sense that he could peck at a 10-foot reach. But that's not part of the monster stat block that I made for him. So I'm not going to change it now. That would be kind of mean.
Alright, then maybe.
So as of right now, he has a 5-foot reach.
Okay.
Maybe what I'll do then is. I'll run around behind to try to flank. You said I could, but not in the position he's in.
You would have to go like it would be 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and you would be like at the deck above, and you would be like slightly below you. You wouldn't be flanking in that situation because Hoagie isn't adjacent to the bird. And in order to flank, there needs to be 2 adjacent.
Right, but I would provide him a flank.
Yeah, he would be able to flank on his turn.
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay. We can definitely do that.
So Finn's just gonna kind of like run around, and he's gonna try to flank.
Mhm.
And he's gonna.
You are flanking it in the term of like what a flank is,
Yeah.
but you're not flanking in terms of the mechanic of the game.
Yes, that makes sense.
Are you within 5 feet?
Yeah, he's up his
Yeah.
ass.
Well,
Okay, cool. I'm just asking for
oh,
reason.
I have you.
Different mechanical reasons.
I have you up the bird's ass at the moment. It's pretty warm in there.
So, it's a hot piece of ass.
Just a hot piece of bird ass.
Someone's saying Wano?
No, that's bad.
Cloaca.
Cloaca?
ice to see you, bird brain. Not my best. Not my best. Let's try.
No, Ice to See is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Alright, I'm gonna try to roll a 3rd level chromatic orb. Cold.
Cold as that.
Hey, that's pretty good. I got a 24.
That'll hit.
Okay, sweet.
What are you doing?
It's gonna be this. It's gonna be kind of that similar. Like he's gonna snap, and the cold bits are gonna like spiral again and kind of like shove into
His
like right between its wings. So it's just gonna like it's gonna.
Stop saying cloaca.
We're not talking about bird cloacas.
Stop talking about Cloacans.
But it's what ideally it's gonna do is it's gonna hit right between its wings, so he's gonna go "Arr!" like, and it's gonna it's gonna be in that little sensitive spot.
And it's cold damage, you said?
Cold damage.
How much cold damage?
Let's find out together.
We'll get through this together.
Mm-hmm. 7, 14, 21, 27, 29. Cool.
So 29 cold.
Before you double.
Okay. How you want to do it?
Yeah!
Nice.
He's
Doctor.
Doctor. So he's gonna see that Hoagie just got this
For
shit.
reference, he had 1 HP left, but fuck that. How do you want to do it?
Oh So he's gonna see that Hoagie just got that shit kicked out of him. He's like, I'm alright. He's like fucking like basically falling over, and he's like, not my crew. He's gonna run around like around back, and then he's gonna be like, hey bird dick. Ice to see you.
Actually, birds don't have.
It's fucking. It's that fucking scene of Full Metal where he just rolls up on Envy antagonizing Frieza, and he's just like, just fucking scorch earths.
Except it's not scorched earth. It's permafrosted earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freezer burn.
So yeah, but essentially what happens as like this icicle gets jammed into the shoulder and like straight into like the spine of this bird, and like you can see like as the ice is like going towards it, like this mist that is just coming off of it in waves, and it's like, kind of like it's almost struggling to keep its form, but it gets through, pierces through, and then like this giant plume of like formerly superheated metal just kind of like cracks as it's as a bunch of cold, and like its temperature is just dropped, and it just like the contraction of that metal just makes it kind of like bend really kind of like grotesquely, and like a bunch of like bits and like cogs and shit like burst out of the front of the bird as well. And it just crumbles in this giant like mess of some parts of it are superheated, other parts are cooled to like beyond their norm, and it's just this really kind of messy pile of cogs and and metal. And like you kind of look at it and you're just like, oh man, oof. But it doesn't take long for the metal to kind of like not melt, but like dissipate, like sublimate almost, like it's just turning from that metal into a gaseous form.
I think his exact reaction is,
All over my floors!
Calm down, sir.
bird dick.
And as the metal sublimates, you can see it kind of like moving out towards farther out, like back where Praise Velgar was originally talking to the four of you. And it coalesces once more into the form of the just pure fire bird that you initially fought, but like the huge version this time, as opposed to the
planet-sized one.
Yeah, essentially. And that is my bird puzzle. Congratulations on overcoming it in a very dramatic way. I'm always a fan of the dramatic finish.
What?
You watch as Hoagie's like kind of leaning on his greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
The coldest part of his crew.
Better!
We should really save the potions though, so let's heal him up some other ways.
He's out.
Do you have lay on hands still?
Yes.
I think you're the medic.
Well, yes, I will lay on hands and
Okay.
all 10 points.
10. Sure. You see, Hoagie like opens a little eye. I'm slipping from off the mouth, but alright. Kind of gets back up.
You're right, and you should say it.
I plant a kiss on him. I'll
That's
show
what
you
I'm-
mouth to mouth.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were hitting on my husband.
He was, but you know.
Well, then you're correct.
Any and all, really.
What?
Let's go now.
Alright, and before we get to the role-playing of the subsequent conversation with Praise Velgar, we're going to take a bit of a break so we can go take a shout-out to our sponsors.
Yeah, so that I can tell you guys to go buy more comic books, which, I mean, I already told you, but do it! Go to the links that John put down in the wherever and use the code Lizards23 to get 50% off your first month subscription of comics.
Pat, you have a very difficult time saying the word description. I don't think you've said go to the description in the past, 2 months of videos.
It's ridiculous.
Description. Insert. Here.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Be right back.
And also, check out a super cool
Okay, or we're not be right back. We're still
podcast.
here.
Yeah. Because we got to check out a cool podcast. That would be Rolling for What Now. They also have a second podcast called White Wing Dice Podcast.
What is it?
We've got some really, really cool ads to tell you about them.
Points for sure.
Hello, adventurers! Have you heard of Hardly Heroes from Shattermare Comics? They're a group of hodgepodge adventurers out to save the world. Will they? Can they? Find out by using the discount code below to save 50% on your first month's subscription.
Most impressive.
Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the world of Eldenhelm, a magical place filled with mystery and majestic beasts. We follow the chronicles of our adventurers brought together by a mysterious being known as Vindon. Many exciting adventures await these unlikely heroes. Follow their excellent adventures on a podcast platform near you, right there, by you, on your phone.
What's your phone?
Oh, hi, Trouble.
Yeah, hi.
You're supposed to be with your party.
I heard you talking.
Oh, okay.
So I came over. Hi.
Okay. Well, head on back to your friends. You know, tell the people bye.
What people?
These ones. I mean,
Well, I don't see you people.
you
Where?
know, you know what, just check out the podcast, guys. I need to
What's
get
the
her
podcast?
back. Come on,
What are you talking about? Bye.
Rolling for What Now? Find us on all social media and wherever you get your podcasts. And flowcode.com/pages/rolling for what now.
Okay, so as the form of Grace Valgar is once again coalesced into his fucking colossal form, you can hear his voice in your head as he cyclically speaks to you. Well done, champions. You've proven yourself worthy of my respect. A rare feat among mortals. Please, bring me the seed of Yggdrasil so that I may bless it with the winds of Midgard.
Finn's gonna look over and be like, "Oh, you got," and he's like, just kind of out, but he's like, "We'll get it to you in just a second here."
I was trying to get some mouth to mouth, but wait just a second.
Am I like on top?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Saw your fireness. There you go. I just pulled it from behind me.
From behind you, just...
Yeah, I might have landed on it, to be honest. Is it okay?
I'm sure it's an immortal world seed.
Probably.
Is it? I don't know.
He doesn't respond to you, but as you're looking at this basically large, golden seed that you're, and you can see, when you first got it, it had a little bit of intricate vines kind of covering it, and then on mostly the top quarter of it, you can see these little spiraling lines kind of encircle the seed as it's kind of, and you can feel it as this is happening, like winds swirling around it gently. And it kind of just settles into this a little bit more completed landscape picture that's kind of like what the world seed is trying to represent. And so you see like the earth and like the vines that are covering it gently, and now covering the top parts are the representation of wind and like maybe a few clouds, as that is what is represented by the winds of Midgard. Well, champions, it seems the second step of your journey is complete. If there's nothing else that you require from me, there are worlds to explore.
Do you have any recommendation of where we should go next? We're kind of new to this, the whole
Insights,
saving the tree thing.
travel plans.
I'm more urban.
This was definitely a wrench in the figurative spoke. Yes. Where is the next?
I think you speak right fine.
Yes.
There's a bit of a pause. Like, well, any of the other realms is the next step, I imagine. How you go about it is up to you. I cannot influence that journey.
And how would you get to the next realm that you know? How do you?
Again, the next realm is vague.
We're in Midgard. So we're trying to cross realms. Have we ever crossed realms before?
Yes, you went to Asgard to talk
to. Yeah. Well, that was like Ash.
Yeah.
And we couldn't take the egg there.
Not in that particular form, no. Because what you did was basically astral project yourself to that location.
Okay, then what I guess I'll say to her Spelljar is, we've been to another plane before. We've been to Asgard, but we've never been to the other plane in the physical sense. Do you have any ideas how we could get the egg to another realm?
Apologies, champion. That's outside my purview.
Bro, I'm just a bird.
My realm of knowledge is Midgard specific, and specifically the proliferation of knowledge in Midgard.
Then, if you're versed in Midgard, would you be versed in a place to go to access a different plane?
Yeah, like let's say we want to go to like
Niflheim
or Jotunheim, something like that.
Is there a place we can go to that we can travel to access the other plane? Or do we have to just travel as we do normally to another plane? I guess you wouldn't know that.
Planar travel is possible through spell jamming and the process known to mortals as spell jamming anyway. But
what do you call it?
Just traveling normally, really.
That's really
there's
cool.
There's no name for it for me. It's just something that happens.
Do you get out often, or are you usually more confined?
Constantly.
Oh, damn.
I'm actually almost finished with this system. It will be well known soon enough. The fact that you found me here means that my work is working. It's a weird way to say that, but
what are you doing exactly? You're kind of out here by yourself, so it's right. There's not many people out here.
My job is to spread the knowledge of systems so they may be explored. The winds of Midgard are the winds of knowledge. For how does one travel in Midgard but with knowledge?
So do each realm have a different way of traveling? Is it not always knowledge?
No. Knowledge is required for all travel, or spell jamming, as you say.
Yeah.
Is there...
Trying to travel to any location without knowledge is hazardous, as I'm sure you've heard and perhaps seen.
Never experienced it, but yeah.
Interesting, just lying to the bird. For no reason, but all right.
Is there a foil to your work that is trying to snuff out knowledge, to eke something out from existence?
There are always actors that wish to hide specific knowledge for their own gains, but I've yet to find a particular entity that destroys knowledge for purely destruction's sake. There's always something else to it.
What was that giant... I'm trying to remember the giant beast thing that the large vessel was fighting. That we presume that the large vessel must have been built to fight. The humongous ship that was docked at the Rock of Brawl.
Leviathan?
The Leviathan.
The military ship?
Yeah, we built it because there are things that are I know of the incomprehensible.
I know what you're asking me. So here's I think where you're piecing these informational bits together. Before, when you guys found the derelict ship, right? You heard tales of basically a converted asteroid that was basically transformed into a battleship that destroyed a convoy of tons of different species, like an interspecies convoy. And you knew about it because it happened decades before that. Now, because there are records of that event, because there are people who escaped it, and the process of time, as known by the general collective, moved on. The reason they would build a giant warship is because they know things like that exist. So, are you asking specifically about the asteroid devouring, the asteroid ship?
Yeah, I'm asking about that, and maybe what it's like. Is it part of other things that are similar? Are there is there more? Are there more things like that are? I mean, where do they even come from?
The asteroid. You're asking specifically about the asteroid.
The asteroid, yeah, the asteroid ship.
Greystoker kind of you can't tell his expression very easily because first of all he's a bird, and second of all he's massive, so it's not especially evident of what his feelings are about what you're asking. But he's like, the question you're asking is beneath my notice, but I will grant you this: there are others like it. It is a mundane concern.
So you're not worried about it at all, then?
It's not in my domain.
Okay.
The worst possible situation that could happen with that particular danger, I suppose you would call it, is it eradicates other life forms. But they still exist, and therefore knowledge is still preserved. And that's all I am concerned with. Who knows, should you all fail and they succeed in their goals, maybe they will have champions designated for this assignment.
When you travel to places like, let's say, Jotunheim, is there a specific place in mind that you think of? Jotunheim?
I just think of Jotunheim.
Alright. So if we just think of Jotunheim, it should work.
Could you grant us some kind of insight into Jotunheim or one of these
images,
places?
maybe maps,
Some kind of visual cue, maybe?
Sorry, champions. That is not within my purview. And in fact, I was specifically told to not do such things.
It's a part of the quest, right? That's what you're saying?
It is part of the quest that you find your own way.
It's fine. How's your healing powers? Are they feeling pretty good?
Oh, my healing powers are fucking great.
It's speaking for myself among others, would you be willing?
Speaking for everybody.
Yeah. Would you be willing to grant some healing? Just as a. I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah.
For better
Make a
weapons
persuasion
and
check.
armor or
Oh
something.
God, no, not me.
Perhaps with disadvantage.
Not me. Why me?
Oh, it should have been
Please,
Finn.
Lou? Could you maybe like grant us some boons or shite?
It's only a -2, guys. It's only a -2.
Was it a 1?
-1.
Okay.
So a natural 1 became a dirty -1. I'm so sorry.
Pardon my crew member here. It's more just
I think the response to that would be the or fuck it.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, are you sure you couldn't grant us a couple of healing or boons for our journey forthward? I mean, the World Tree really helps us all out, you know?
Truer words,
Mm-hmm.
but no.
He's going with the fuck it, guys. He's going with the fuck it. I should have spoken Celestial.
You should have spoken slower so somebody else could speak up first.
That is,
if they gotta give you a medal.
God!
Fitbit, you humble me.
Yeah, he does not seem amicable to granting any more boons to you. He's tested you, he's given you the thing you've requested, and now you're kind of like taking up his time, and he's becoming a little bit less patient.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Gara, Boris, Welder. We'll be on the way.
Anyway.
Thank you, Bryce Wagner, the Great.
He doesn't know his name.
Yo. Godspeed, champions. And you see him kind of like compress a bit and then dart away.
Well, let's follow him.
All right, let's take a rest. Slam.
Let's follow him. Everyone collapses immediately. True.
Does it seem like a safe place to take a long rest?
It's basically an empty system at this point. There's a few different planets around, but yeah, you're just basically safe. You're basically.
It's fine.
Incoming Astral Dreadnought. Shit.
And then you were eaten by a space octopus.
Well, what he failed to mention was directly behind us was an Astro ship approaching.
Yep, you know, it seems to be mundane.
He's just like peeking past us, like 3 of them.
It's okay. I'll be on alert while I
You guys
take my nap.
you guys don't like that asteroid ship, huh?
It sounds bigger than me.
It sounds bigger than the Leviathan.
The ship is bigger than me.
And I'm scared of the ship. What do you want from me?
You're scared of our ship?
Yeah.
Also, I just want to give a little bit of a information. Like, you guys didn't use the ship at all during that fight.
I was going to for my for some of my attacks, but they just kept working really well, and then I got excited and then forgot.
It's fine. It's sorry.
I don't think Cookie has the
Like,
repertoire.
and again, it's not just you. I specifically said that other people could do it.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think Cookie has the repertoire to bulk
Yeah,
up.
I kept.
I think
Having
what
to give
Hoagie's gonna have to do is every
people
time he
potions and run
requests
away.
something, he's gonna have to make a persuasion check to see if they do it.
Also, for
Because they don't like you.
when they were
Yeah,
on the
that's
ship, I feel like it's weird to have cannons firing at towards the ship versus like away from the ship.
Well, there were plenty of times where like they were out here. Or something.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you can do more with the ship if
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's fine.
I was
Like-
having fun shooting arrows and shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Can I
I was
direct?
killing at it.
Can I direct the ship to like use sensors to lock on so we get advantage?
Sure.
Well, I like that. So,
Okay,
guys,
Lancer.
we should
Consume
definitely
luck.
take a nap and then pick a place to go.
You're gonna take a long rest?
Yes, long rest.
Yeah, we're all gonna hit the sack.
As a fun fact, I trance and I'm definitely still awake while I'm taking my
Am I good
rest.
to
That
Finn
one
rest?
snores so
before
loud.
you do,
Yeah.
everyone make a random encounter roll.
Finn snores so absurdly loud.
as you are kind of just in the middle of kind of nowhere. So anything could happen.
Do nothing on
All right, let's do a reverse counterclockwise. Reverse clockwise. No.
Reverse counterclockwise.
Yeah. Reverse counterclockwise, which is just clockwise. Nate, what'd you get?
6.
Mary.
1.
5.
11.
All right, no.
Sweet.
Everyone is able to take a long rest, so press the button.
Thank the gods.
Button.
Long rest.
Recover half your hit dice. Recover all of your HP.
I will.
You will.
I was gonna say take over piloting the ship after 4 hours, so what's her face can get some rest if we have to pilot it to maintain a spot.
No.
Okay.
You're not traveling through wild space at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. When does she rest? Is she like when she?
Marco?
Yeah. Does she, when she rests? Like, is the ship still like generally fine?
Yeah, you can rest. You just kind of lose a lot of the forward momentum. So like you're still in like a pocket of wild space. You're just not moving. If that makes sense. Like you're not progressing towards the place.
I think he's referring to you're not just falling, right? Is what you're saying?
Well, there's no falling.
Well, not even that. It's like the ship doesn't just start like going like. Ooh.
Astral drifting.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't like lose track. Like she's still controlling the ship. It's just not when you're awake, you have like the mental facilities to move the ship towards your destination. So like if you wanted to be completely efficient, you would go for 8 hours, stop, switch over, go again, and then that would be the most efficient way to do it. But again, switching is dangerous because every time you switch, you have to make a new check to do what you're trying to do. So the safest method is to have one person just have a shift, and then while resting, you're in wild space, just not progressing towards your goal.
Gotcha.
Like you can't arrive at your destination while the person is resting or sleeping.
Gotcha. But we can still direct the ship to like fire upon things and all that. We just won't be able to dodge anything.
Yes. The only time you will be able to fire upon something, because like usually you don't encounter something in wild space, in like the wild space thing, you would be pulled out of it, and then you would be engaged by something.
Wild space is like the flume.
I'm not familiar with
Stanley Falls.
Like there's. Yeah.
So taking a nap.
You took a nap. Congratulations. All right.
Good job, everyone.
Nap's taken.
You
You're
did it.
still in.
So where are we going?
Well,
Back to some libraries, I assume.
we definitely need to know how to get where we're going, because I don't know how to get to Jotunheim or Niflheim.
Should we think about which realm we want to go to first, and then because there's 9, right? There's 9 that we have to think about.
The 9 realms.
Yes.
Maybe
We've done 1. We've done Midgard. So we need to think about these other 8, right?
We need to cross realms, which is something I mean, until so recently haven't done, but even that wasn't true crossing.
Maybe we should just get all of the information on all 8 realms, plan out a path between all 8 of them, so we don't have to keep library bopping.
I don't mind library bopping because I can only read these books for so long, and I still read Donut for Donuts.
You're not done with that one yet.
I'm done with Donut for Donuts anymore. It's a close read.
I'm not sure it is.
Well, I'm doing a close read.
Okay, let me take a look at it. I'll make sure you understand it much faster.
Alright. This one doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well, I think you'll like how I read it.
So, I don't know. I'm of the opinion we should hit a realm and think, figure out which realm we want to do next.
I mean, there's Niflheim and Alfheim.
Alfheim?
Yeah.
Jotunheim. How many would Hoagie know, do you think?
Make a knowledge check about it. I guess that would be religion.
Okay. 18.
You know probably 7 of the 9.
Okay, so let's say I know Niffle.
You would know, let's say, Midgard,
You just
Niflheim.
correct to Alzheimer's.
Wow.
It
You'll know,
did auto.
you know Helheim and Asgard.
Okay.
You know Vanheim.
Okay.
Probably Svartalheim, Alfheim. I think that's 7.
You didn't say Jotunheim.
Not Jotun. Oh, I guess. Well, yeah, we can replace Jotunheim with
Alfheim?
Svartalheim.
Oh, sorry, Svartalheim.
Like, so don't cross out Svartalheim and put it in Jotunheim.
Alright. Let me just... Sorry, I don't mean to make you repeat those, but I just want to make sure I have them in my notes.
Midgard, Niflheim, Helheim, Asgard, Vanaheim, Alfheim, Jotunheim.
Anaheim?
What's that?
There was one that sounded like Anaheim?
Vanaheim? Vanheim?
Okay,
The home of the Vanir?
sure.
I missed
Is there
it.
a Zanheim?
What?
Vanaheim.
I don't know.
Vanaheim. Vanheim.
I have Asgard, Jotunheim, Helheim, Midgard, Niflheim, Vanaheim. What's the last one?
That he knows?
Yeah.
Go through the list again.
Midgard, Asgard, Niflheim, Jotunheim,
Oh
Vanaheim.
my god, go slower.
Yeah.
Midgard,
Sure.
Asgard,
Uh-huh.
Niflheim,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Jotunheim.
Yep.
Vanaheim.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where I got. That's where I got to so far. So I was trying to type them out.
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Alfheim. You said right?
Oh, Alfheim. That's what I missed.
And Helheim.
And
And then Alfheim was
Mhm.
mentioned by Odin.
Alfheim was mentioned by Odin.
I also know it. So.
You've also had
I feel like I've just seen
clues
this
to
still.
Niflheim as well, which I will not repeat because I gave you the information straight down.
Yep.
So yeah, there are 2 that you're not keenly aware of.
Okay, tell me the first letters.
Oh my gosh.
Midgard am I.
Just say the letters.
M A
Mm-hmm.
N
Mm-hmm.
J
Mm-hmm.
V
Mm-hmm.
H
Mm-hmm.
another A.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. I have them.
So I'll just I'll kind of like with them real quick, just get them like yeah, you know, there's Helheim, has to do with the dead, and then there's Alfheim, which is like the light elves. Vanaheim, the Vanir.
Mm-hmm.
Jotunheim, the giants.
Mm-hmm.
Midgard, you guys know about that one. Asgard, we've been there, but through like spectral form. And then the only other one I know is Niflheim, which that one's like the realm of like the mist and the fog, and I think the dark elves, or is it Svartalheim? Am I mixing up with Svartalheim?
What did you, wait?
I don't know.
Niflheim is.
I personally don't remember Niflheim. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Niflheim is essentially like if Muspelheim is the realm of fire and creation, then Niflheim is the realm of cold and stagnation and that kind of like
elves.
that's like the necromantic equivalent in the D&D sense would be Niflheim.
Okay, cool.
That's not the case in like actual like, Norse or Asatru faith. That's how it's translated into my campaign.
Yeah.
So like if you had a negative energy plane, it would be Niflheim.
So
and if you had a positive energy plane, it would probably be Asgard.
So I would know the dwarf one.
You're right.
Okay. Cuckoo.
Okay.
Yeah. Muspelheim is intentionally is going to be a vague one because lore reasons.
Yeah.
And story reasons.
Cool.
Well, we have to take it to the 9 realms, which means presumably, well, from the information, we had to take it to the other realms and then to Asgard.
You're not quite sure what to do with the seed once you actually acquire all of the different blessings. You were just told to do it.
Okay, so we at the very least we know an idea of what Asgard looks like. We've been there.
You know the Asgard system as known by the general populace and the rock world. That is what they know as the Asgard system.
But
That is not
we
necessarily Asgard, the plane of existence.
But we projected there.
Yes,
But we were able to bring the seat there, though.
Yes, you have knowledge.
Yeah, we weren't able to bring the seed there, but we have knowledge that would give us a lead
Yes.
onto how to get there.
Because you have been there, you have even astrally projected, you have knowledge of it. So it is possible to get there. However, because you've only been to a specific place in it and it was astral projected, it would be mechanically speaking a high DC to do so. The more knowledge you have of the place that you're going, the lower the DC for the roll that I make whenever you go to a place.
And what do we roll with?
You're not rolling anything. I'm rolling it.
I feel like, for me,
unless you want to actually do the thing, in which case I will give you a DC, and then I'll have you roll probably with an Arcana check.
I feel like for me,
If it's flying the ship, would it be with whatever we cast our magic with, or intelligence?
It would be an Arcana check with the base thing being whatever your spellcasting statistic is. Ability. There we go. I was looking for the word.
we
So like if you wanted to, you could use Arcana with Charisma, essentially.
we should maybe think about the path of least resistance, right? That's maybe the way we should approach it. And some of these realms, we might need more foes than allies. So maybe we go to somewhere like Vanaheim, where the Vanir, they are maybe on the same side as the Asgardians.
The Aesir.
Aesir, yeah.
Are they? Are they on the same side?
It is well known as part of the lore to the point where I don't even need to have you guys make a knowledge check about it, that the Aesir and the Vanir have had several conflicts and wars over the eons of the mythos that you're aware of.
Okay.
So like to say they're on the same side, it's like a yes, but
Yeah. I was kind of thinking of it more of an approach of like, don't most realms serve the Aesir?
the Aesir are the dominant power in the multiverse. So yes, but again, the Aesir aren't exactly the most, affable people, or like they just do kind of shitty stuff that pisses people off.
Okay.
So like,
Almost.
yes, they are the ones in power. You will find plenty of people who don't like them.
Okay.
Mostly giants. Thor is basically just the dude who goes and kills giants, so.
I feel like Asgard's gonna be hard, and I feel like Helheim is gonna be daunting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Alfheim?
Alfheim, you haven't heard anything especially bad about it, but you haven't heard a lot about it in general.
Okay.
It is not a realm that is in the mythos, like, in the forefront of it.
I feel like he would just know like the basic stories.
Yeah,
the teachings of Odin.
He knows
and
he
Freya,
knows
and, like,
of Alfheim.
Yeah.
Because Alphon. Do I know about Alphon?
Make a knowledge check.
Is this a history check?
Yeah, make a history. I keep wanting to say knowledge, but like that's not a thing. Yeah, make a religion check.
We care about those. Better history.
It's not really history. Even if it's technically history, it's not in the context of what you're talking about.
16.
16? Yeah, you would know about Alfheim.
Oh, Alphon.
Alfheim is the the realm of elves. Not necessarily light elves, but just the elves. And like that's it's a very like it's similar to Vanir or Vanheim, in that it's very like nature based and very like pure in that sense, but further information on it is hard to come by. It's just one of those places where like not a lot happens in the mythos or in the stories, so a lot of people kind of discount it as just like, oh yeah, that was the place, those were the elves are from, sure. And then that they don't think about it much more than that.
So how would we go about getting a heading to get to Alpine then? It's not really talked about, and I haven't seen much literature on it.
We'd have to look at the origins of the elves, probably.
And Fithik is elf origin, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, when you say elf like that, like this is like the origins of the elves. What I mean by like before you all knew before society was based on spell jamming, like when the worlds were like isolated incidents of things, like every place was just its own world. Like origin is like way back. So just as like it's essentially saying like, oh yeah, you're a human, right? You know the origin of all humans? No, not really.
I think it's more for us to look at books, is what I was referring to.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Library of the Spheres. The Ball Library.
I do like looking up some balls. We could go.
Well,
you have other sources than the library. You know that there are at least 2 other groups of people that are looking into this very thing that you're doing. You have, first of all, the military. Like you guys, like Finn especially knows they are looking into this phenomena, like what something is happening that they are keeping a pulse on. And second is the Reclaimers.
Would you say that the Brotherhood of the Quarry would also? Because when we were assigned to get the egg.
You haven't gathered enough information to know that.
Okay.
So perhaps.
Well, I mean, they sent us to get the egg in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They did do that, but did they send you to get an egg, or did they send you to get just a thing that they heard exists? How knowledgeable are they of exactly what you're doing?
Sure. Yeah, they just had
that part. You're not
the
sure.
image of it, or like
yeah, but you were given like a vague idea of a thing that might exist.
Parchment that had the
yeah. And even then, like if you look at the parchment and you look at the actual egg, it's not the same. It's basically just like what they think it would look like. So, and like where did they get the information from? Was like I imagine that Hoagie would not ask too many questions when given a mission. Fithik might, but I don't think that Fithik really cares.
You want me to steal something?
No. I'm just going by like how you portrayed the character. I'm just like Hoagie wouldn't ask and Fithik wouldn't care, so you probably don't know. Well, whereas Finn is kind of critical of his entire situation anyway, so I figured he might probe a bit. And then, Jamestown gave him pretty explicit information.
Yeah, which he could then go back and report and then ask for more information, which could then give him the heading to the next place.
There's not a situation that you find yourself in that does not have a substantive. I tried to say substantial and substantive at the same time, and it didn't work. Either one of those things, risk. So either anything you're gonna do, you want to kind of keep in mind the level of how exposed does this make you versus how much information are you getting.
RoY, do you have any opinions?
I'm just taking this all in.
A lot of realms. We only know 7 of them, right?
I have spent a lot of my life.
Like that
thinking
there
about
are 9
Midgard.
realms.
Yeah, I'm saying
That
I
is-
only know.
You know by name those 7.
Yeah, for me, it's like he knows them by name, and he probably knows basic characteristics, of them. So like home of the
Yeah,
Vanir.
yeah.
You know?
Alfheim, home of the elves.
Yeah.
Svartalheim, home of the dwarves.
I essentially just did a parentheses for me of like, oh, cold realm, you know.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Midgard, where we are.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Midgard. That's a baseline. You don't need a history or knowledge check or anything, or a religion check to know you are in Midgard. That is what you are considered to be in. That is the material realm that you find yourself in, and that's where the Rock of Brawl is located.
Yeah, Raleigh's gonna be like, I've dedicated my life to Midgard.
Mhm.
And put on blinders, so to speak, for the rest of it. But
To be fair, like there's not a whole lot of reason for an average person to care about what the other realms do.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, whatever we can find the information on,
Yeah.
and be expedient to get to, seems the most intelligent to me.
Yeah, the matter of the 9 realms is mostly a matter for scholars and priests.
And I am not a scholar nor a priest.
Would the Raven Queen, with her ties to death and shit, have ties to Helheim?
Yes, she would.
Sweet.
Curious, what was your dad? Your dad was...
Corellian, which is like light.
Is he elf?
That's
Yeah.
Alfheim.
So would you think he would have...
Connection to Alfheim, maybe?
I see what you've done here.
How religious is he? Is the question.
Religious enough to want to sacrifice his child to their god.
It is funny that the only disagreement they had was which god to sacrifice their child to. Their methodology lined up so well. It was just, okay, but who do we give him to?
Some people break up over money. Other people's about which god to sacrifice.
when they were holding the knife, they held the knife together and like, aw, wait, you want to sacrifice Dave? No.
This is a red state now.
Oh, good. Oh no.
Leaving.
Santa's motherfucker.
Pretty sure sacrificing your child would both be red states.
Nazi punks, spoken.
I thought it was a good joke.
It was good. It was very
I
good.
mean, we all laughed, so obviously we did too.
I groaned, which is a new kind of a good joke.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't think about which realm to go to. Maybe we should think about who we want to get the information from.
Sure.
Right.
I think anyone can look at John's outfit right now and know where we stand on the political spectrum thereabout.
And he's our token street friend.
True.
Take one look at me.
Gay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, doctor.
Doctor.
That's funny. Alright. I've given you guys
I mean,
so much information here, so give me an action. Give me a thing.
I certainly don't have any issues going back to the Rocket Brawl and flexing our interests. But if you believe that we can get information elsewhere, I'm certain that Jamestown. I'm certain that it's gonna kill me.
Come on, John Smith.
I'm certain that Jamestown would prefer a more consolidated
You
update.
could also try and locate Brigadier General Tacos.
Toasted.
So
Who knows what that guy
So-
knows?
essentially what I'm saying is if there is other information places we could flex, then I'm certain that a more consolidated update the next time we go to visit the Rocket Brawl would be much more useful or
You're
much
saying-
more efficient of his time.
You're against the Rock of Brawl is what you're saying.
No, I'm actually saying the opposite. It's not. I'm not against it. It's more that
It's a solid plan B, is what he said.
it's a solid plan B, and it'll do. I just as with anybody, if you go knocking on the door every single time you're back in town, I'm certain that they don't need every single little update, but if you're in town, you might as well update. So what I'm saying is it's a solid plan B. If there's an option A, and the next time we go, I can give them an update of all of this. It's more efficient.
Sure.
Do you think maybe when we went to Asgard through our astral projection selves, the people that we went to go visit them, do you think they might have information on the other realms? They had some information on Asgard itself.
They had a way to. I mean, it's more of a question of.
That was an inevitable situation, by the way. There was no way that didn't end that way.
Well, it always ends that way. I don't know if you've noticed how often I stack dice. It's often.
We could go back and try to get more information on that. I don't know, because they didn't, when we went there specifically looking for, Odin, they didn't take us to Odin. They took us through a plane to Odin.
Very true.
So they might not know how to actually get there.
You don't think they might know how to plan a problem?
What we might be able to do is we might be able to get back to Asgard to get more information about Asgard through that method of travel to then get a bearing. But I don't know if they know specifically how to get to Asgard.
That's fair.
So we could use that. We could go and we could kill more of those, whatever what that weird beast was. The snake, the eel.
Get more Odin's balls.
More
Like I said, I'm always excited for balls.
They're called trimworms.
I think that is a solid plan C.
We need a solid plan A.
So
I'm interested in seeing what information is in the library for us to take advantage of.
So maybe go to the library first, and then if the library doesn't pan out, we can see what other sources of information, like the military, or we could try the Brotherhood of Quarry. And there's those rat people that were chasing us.
The Reclaimers.
They certainly weren't difficult to kill, so I'm not afraid of any rats. However, I do know that everything that we've found so far is because we found a library, we found information, and we followed up on it.
Could maybe find a rat, like a Splinter Cell agent one.
A rat named Splinter.
Yes, yeah.
Incorrigible. Sounds like a mutant.
Okay.
Bye, Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
And welcome back.
Make a constitution.
I'm not afraid of any rats.
Lieutenant, you think we head back to the
I ain't afraid of
Waterfalls
no
one day?
ghosts.
Certainly, I think we can afford to tell them, yeah, we found and got the blessing of Midgard, and we need 8 more, and then we do as much research as we possibly can and follow those leads.
So the military, they know that we're going on this mission. That they do know this.
Limited. It's an insider knowledge.
All right.
It's not everybody and their mother knows. It's a select few people that I trust that know.
And they support it.
Support is a word more for they are aware and they. Yeah, I guess support was the right word.
All right. Well, let's head back to Brawl, maybe, and
it's more just that it's on unsteady ground because of the nature of the information, sensitive nature.
Library.
I like the idea of the library. So far, that's where we've obtained all of our initial leads.
Well, we got Slipnir's rest from the military, right?
Slip and Snibble, yeah.
Well, the information about how to get to Race Velgar was through our star charts. Our official star charts.
The military has information on the newest and most secret or confidential new systems, which is why you found Grace Velgar there, because his entire purpose is go to a system, spread knowledge of that system. How exactly he does that, you didn't quite parse through.
It didn't seem like he particularly wanted to give it.
You guys were asking about specific things you wanted to do that related to your quest, not necessarily what. Like he told you what he did, and then you're like, oh, okay, but can you give us this? And he was like, no.
That's fair.
And also to be fair, like how exactly he goes about doing the thing that he does isn't necessarily relevant to you. Like it would be an interesting thing to ask if you had asked it, but I can understand why you didn't because like who cares?
Not to us. Cool. Right. Information.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. Okay, cool. But can you like heal us? Like no.
Oh yeah, excellent healing. But fuck you. You specifically.
Okay,
we're out.
He is a phoenix. His healing powers are pretty good.
Fair.
So, Brawl?
I guess Plan B's become Plan A.
Well, I think we do library first before military.
Yes.
Unless you disagree.
The issue that he's saying is like going to the rock means that they see the Howling Corsair. And if they see the Howling Corsair, they're probably going to want to know what the fuck they're doing there.
So here's a question then. Are there any big urban areas that we would know about?
You know about Eden, right?
You do know about Eden.
Eden's a big urban area. It's a military base, but it's not. It doesn't have the same officials there, so they would be aware that my ship has docked there, but they wouldn't be like, "Oh, we've been tracking this ship, the specific military ship, and we're reporting it back specifically because of, they'd be like,
yeah, they'd be like, oh, there's a ship there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's a military ship. Oh, Captain Finn, great.
Yeah, and they would keep a record of it. There's no, unless they had a reason to report it back to the Rock, then it's just a record that they have.
Yeah, so it's before I consider the fact that Finn has no reason not to trust the military, which he doesn't. Like, just trust him right now. Really, yeah, we could go to Eden for now.
Perfect's dad lives on Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we could go to Eden. You suggesting we head to Eden?
I just think if we're worried about
do we
if
want
there's
to touch that bird?
if there's any worry about an urban center that we should not go back to, then maybe we just pick a different one. There's plenty of places around here. Fine.
Right.
Have you guys been to any besides Eden? Have you guys been to any other big urban centers?
Briefly, as rest stops.
Where else have we been?
Rest
Where else
stops.
have you been so far?
Yeah.
You went to...
Well, I mean, not like in this campaign, just in general. Like, what other big major urban areas do we know about? We know about Eden.
You know about Eden? That's the only real major one. There's Hell's Church, but that's not a specifically large urban. That's more just like a private residence for Cersei.
It's not like a Eden and like a place called Fall from Grace or Tatooine. The sand is so cold.
Are you mocking me right now, sir? I would never make a place called Tatooine. No.
It'd be Tatooine.
Yeah, no.
Tattoo wine.
Now Vatooine.
Tatooine.
It still boggles my mind that they actually have like two different planets in the Star Wars mythos called Tatooine and Dantooine. Like, that's the most fucking easily confusable thing I've ever
Meanwhile,
fucking heard.
you could just call it Tatooine 2 because there's Yavin 4. So.
Well, we can have Gantooine and Ventooine.
You want me to nerd out on you for that? Yavin 4 is the fourth moon of the planet of Yavin.
God.
Because the planet is
is Yavin.
That's the gas giant.
Yeah.
Is it the fourth moon of the planet?
Back to D&D. Should we go to Vextooine or Vaxtooine?
Stop.
I'm not anti-Vox, so.
And end the stream, end the podcast, take him down. Delete all the vibes.
Oh no.
This is why I drink.
Tell our sponsors we're done.
Tell them sorry.
We had a good run.
Sorry, we made an anti-vax joke. We're done.
That's true. An anti-vax joke piggybacking on a Critical Role joke, piggybacking on a Star Wars joke.
I am inevitable.
Jesus Christ, Shrek, your layers are stinky.
Oh god, the inevitable end. Wait, no.
Stinky layers. What were we doing?
Back.
Onions.
We're doing
We're trying to find other.
The only other place that
Major
you've
metropolis.
heard of in the context of this campaign, there was a outpost called Skull's Rest. And that was
urban.
not really.
That's where skulls go to rest.
Well, Skull's Rest is the
Don't we
place
all have
where
skulls?
the asteroid ship was seen like 70 years ago or something like that. As I believe that's how long I said that it was. So yeah, it was a while ago. The place still exists. I would hesitate to call it a rural area, but you guys seem to be interested in that storyline, so it is available to go to if you guys want to. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the main quest that you guys are following, but it is available side quest, let's say.
Well,
by the way, you guys defeated Husrelgar. Be ready to level up.
Yay! Level up.
Which is funny because now you guys are going to be a higher level than you will be in your other campaign that's had probably 3 times as many sessions.
Though then we started like level. We started at 4.
We started at a pretty low level, yeah.
3?
Started at 3.
Okay.
You guys have leveled up more in the other one.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to stopping at Eden. We want to check out Eden.
Yeah, sure.
You can check out Eden.
Love that
See how they're doing.
place. It's fantastic.
Let's check your Eden.
Nice.
What?
I've heard great things about it in the summer.
Do you have reservations against Eden?
No, of course not.
Else.
Great.
I'll take you at your word.
I'll trust you implicitly.
Always do that.
For the first time ever.
Sure.
If there's one thing we know, it's Fithik always says their main intentions.
Yeah, but this isn't that like little defensive thing that you do.
What? What would that be?
I didn't think so.
Yeah, no. I've only heard great things about Eden. Lovely gardens and
They seem to be on board with it.
trees and shite.
Oh, excellent.
Forests are great.
Isn't it that try sacrificing you though, right?
Yeah.
Rockbell, plot a course to Eden.
Hold on, let me
Alright,
see if
Captain.
I heard that.
What's that? Oh, I'm saying. You guys are role playing.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, there's a reason I left my parents.
Yeah, usually the reason is, oh, I'm going off on my own, or, oh, my father died because he was murdered.
My father's
Or-
dead to me, and I'm going off on my own because they wanted to kill me. Yeah.
Just
Check
like
out.
a mom. They really were a great parent.
I'm not sure why they got divorced. It made
Your mom
My
tried to
childhood.
kill you?
I want to note Finn was making the was like, oh, this is fine, and he's like, he said like, yeah, plot a course to Eden, and he's like kind of going and checking on other things, so he's not actually hearing this conversation because you guys were like, oh yeah, it's fine. And he's like, okay, cool, it's fine, and he walked off.
So,
I mean, it's probably fine. I haven't been back in a while. Probably don't need to talk to Dad.
He was nice to the mom though, right?
Was he?
Oh, sacrifice, I guess. Sorry.
Oh, I mean, they made sure I was educated for.
You were fed.
do we need to kill him?
You know, I hadn't considered that one. Probably not a good plan.
No?
Is he kind of strong? Connected?
Rich people tend to have connections.
What does he do for work?
You know? I wish I had understood that before I left when I was 30, but I didn't, so.
30 years to find out what he did for work and you didn't find out?
really young.
Wish I was a young at 13.
Same.
It's not like he was raising me to take over the family business, so.
How old are you now?
That's an interesting question. Description.
It was last week.
57.
I mean, 27 years is a while. So I'm begrudgingly accepting that you may not actually recall.
I mean, 30 is also really young for an elf, and they were not trying to take over the family business, so. Really.
Right. I said I accepted it.
Bogey's 33 for anybody's curious.
Yeah.
I
For
think
how long has he been 33?
That's good.
you know what you are. Raleigh is going to get very, very serious, and you have no context for this, so it's kind of like slightly weird. But she's going to be like, "You give me the word, and I'll help you kill him."
You know what? I really appreciate that. That's a really fantastic offer.
She nods.
What's the word?
Die.
Yes. But like specifically, let's make the word like
Red dye?
Pineapple.
banana cake.
Ooh, banana cake.
Yeah.
Not fan of banana cake. I prefer watermelon, but
Well, I mean that's kind of the point, right? Because you don't want to be something that's going to actually say, right?
that's fair.
Yeah. Like, I don't want you to go, "Help,
Also,
I'm
I
going
get
to
that you
die,"
said
and
no
then
way
I kill
along
your
the
father.
line that way. Yeah, I know what you're referencing.
You're right. That does make more sense.
So what's the word?
Greatly appreciate it.
Banana cake.
Banana cake.
Banana.
For a banana cream pie myself.
But you'll say that.
If I want someone to die, I guess.
Captain, the word is banana cake.
We're having banana cake?
No, we're not having banana cake.
Banana cake!
No.
You see Raleigh like, I'm going to murder somebody.
At this point, Bogey's like, I'm in the mood for some banana cake. And so he's gonna start eating.
And Raleigh freaking kills him.
Raleigh just is like, not just arrow. I don't have disadvantage on range.
Finn's gonna be like, he's gonna be coming down the steps from like the top deck, and he's gonna be like, banana cake, banana cake.
He's just dying around him.
We're gonna be still crying for the word.
Well, at least you won't forget.
So I think we're heading to Eden.
Okay, great.
It's gonna go straight in there.
Nice.
Right.
Not a slight curve.
Like a banana cake.
Like a banana king.
While you guys are moving, you guys are progressing from one area to another, which means only one thing. Roll a d12.
D12 space in the.
Oh, that's a d20.
Yeah, don't roll that. Let's do regular clockwise this time. Jean.
5.
Kit.
1.
Harry.
2.
7.
Nope. Nothing. I got an 11. So you kind of shunt out of the wild space, and you see in front of you the colony of Eden. And you can see around it a few different platforms, smaller platforms, like different space stations that are attributed to different either terrestrial interests or interterrestrial or intergalactic trading and stuff like that. You see plenty of trade vessels kind of orbiting around the planet. It is a pretty standard Earth-like world. It's got a bit more land mass than Earth does. Instead of being like 70% water, it's more like 50%. And it's a little bit larger. So there's going to be a bit more mass to it. So if you're heavier, it might be a bit more uncomfortable to be planet side.
Okay.
But you would know that. The reason I'm telling you is you would understand that. Like, you've been to different planets.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
We'll
okay,
feel more like
Yeah.
a little heavy-footed.
yeah, you always enjoy the less massive planets, and like
Yeah.
the Rock of Brawl is pretty low on gravity. It's probably like 0.7% gravity as opposed to the 1.0 that Earth is.
Yeah.
So like a 70%. And so this one would probably be more like 1.2. So if you're about 20% heavier on this planet than you are on Earth.
Okay.
And as you guys kind of drift through the space in that area, what do you guys want to do? Because no one has hailed you yet. You
I'll
wanna
check in.
Yeah.
There is a military established base, but it's basically geostationary above the north pole of the planet.
I think what we want to do is just like dock as is like custom for us to as the customary place for us to dock, and then we explore from there.
Yeah, if we don't need to check in by any like code, then we won't.
Okay, so you come in. You're approaching the military installation above the North Pole of Eden. What do you do? Now, what do you specifically do? As opposed to, like, you say you check in, what are you actually doing?
Hi, Howling Corsair, ready to dock. Sign my name that I
Send out
arrived.
signal kind of thing. Like first.
Probably give out a confirmation code for the ship, I guess.
Whatever I need to do to dock,
What is-
sign my name that I was there.
This is a great time for some RP. What is the call sign for the Howling Corsair?
69.
And write this down because you'll be tested on it later.
You part of your strict homework.
Dun 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 dun.
Escape hell.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
Genuinely, one of my
HC.
favorite parts of the Strixhaven campaign is
69.
doing the homework.
Why couldn't actual life be like that?
Yes, call sign Full Metal Ship Bomber.
FMSB.
Yeah. FM.
Are you okay?
FMSB.
SB.
69.
Yep.
Is it 69? 69, okay.
Wait, SB?
FMSB 69.
So,
USS
shit, what's the... All of those have like a...
A 3-letter before. It's like the
No,
USS.
they have like a fucking...
Foxtrot?
Like F dad.
Oh, the
Yeah, because they say like niner and shit. They don't just say numbers, or letters. They say like a word.
69.
There's a phonetic alphabet.
Oh, like
Foxtrot is
Foxtrot.
F.
But there's the military phonetic alphabet, and then there's like an aviation phonetic alphabet that's different, right?
No, I think they all use the same.
I'm pretty
I don't know.
I don't know if they would use different ones.
Yeah, that would be confusing as all hell.
Just
Maverick, Iceman,
The call signs that are well, not the call signs, but the phonetics that are used are specifically to be distinguishable from any like. So if you say like Foxtrot, you know without a doubt it's F.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but I just
Yeah, it would
I
be
feel like-
Foxtrot, Sierra, Mike, or no, it would be Foxtrot, Mike, Sierra, Bravo.
Bravo.
And then 6 and 9 are it would be 6 and then 9 is Niner.
yeah.
6-9er.
And 4 is Fower, which is strange.
Probably sounds
So
like
Call sign Foxtrot, Mike, Sierra, Bravo, 6-9er.
Roger that, Howling Corsair. You're clear for landing. Please approach to docking bay 2.
Doc.
Clink. How do you know which one's 2 when you do this thing?
Then you can see the giant 2 on the platform.
Well,
That's the last of the question.
he's gonna like put his hand on Hoagie's back and he's gonna walk him over to the edge. He's gonna go.
Flown a ship before.
I just flew wherever I wanted, though.
Okay.
That's why they were always mad at me. Is that what you're saying?
A little bit.
Oh, they were like docking too, and I was like, sure, it's the second one I see.
How many collisions in dock did you have?
I've never collided once more than thrice.
So 3.
well said.
I don't know. I don't know if it was well said, but it was certainly said.
It was.
I'm gonna eject
intentionally
that from my memory.
said. You're gonna what?
I'm gonna eject that from my memory.
Good plan, actually.
Then you're just gonna accidentally ask him again.
You know, I do that too. Whenever you feel like you just got something in your head that you shouldn't, you just ejaculate it from memory and you just get it out there.
Deleted. Make a Constitution save.
It's good to be an Eden.
14.
Fine.
Instantly hurl.
Suddenly I'm diseased.
I did enjoy that John was like, haha, yeah, that's the joke. Oh. Alright.
I guess we'll dock and we'll go explore.
So you come off the station,
Mhm.
and there is a small gnome, and by small gnome I mean like maybe like 2 and like 4 inches high, very small. He's carrying a clipboard that is all dock masters that you've seen have gone for. He's like, all right, let's see, Howling Corsair, military designation, FMSB 69. What brings you to Eden?
Oh, just coming to see the sights.
And also research into a top secret military operation.
Ah, confidential stuff. Okay. Well, what is he writes down. You see him writing down. So like, well, in that case, is there anything we can do to help out?
Direct us to your library, please.
Or your military records.
I was about to say that we have a military records room, not necessarily so much a library. We're a little bit of out of the way for a center of collected knowledge, but absolutely, we can bring you straight to our records room. And you see him kind of like trot away, and he's like, you can see him like moving a bit, like he's almost jogging. Because he's trying to like move quickly to like accommodate like everyone else who's probably 3 times his size. So he leads you through this mostly metal installation where like you can see there's every so often if you look out into the space side part of the, so you can see that there's a little bit of a shimmer as the bubble of the space. It's essentially a spelljamming vessel that's stationary, but it still has the same kind of bubble that you would see on a Spelljammer ship.
Just 17 to repair during the long rest to repair my.
Awesome. Okay, so you're in the military records room. They don't stop you. You probably outrank everybody on the actual vessel by about 2 ranks at least. So no one really gets in your way. What are you looking for?
Looking for information on
The 9
realms, specifically Alfheim and Vanaheim.
Well, I would like to be in canon knowing what all 9 realms are. I think we should start there.
You want to get to all 9 realms?
Yeah, I just want to know what they all are.
Okay.
Because we only know 7.
Make an intelligence check with advantage. Or not with advantage, with proficiency.
With proficiency. Show my intelligence.
Is it with advantage or not?
Not with advantage.
No, that's right. You did say not advantage.
I have said advantage.
It's a natural 20.
Okay.
You should know all 10 realms.
You know an extra realm.
There's a realm you have not heard of.
The realm of Bob. The Bob realm.
The Bob realm.
The seldom exposed Bob realm.
Populated
Bob
entirely
Hines.
by Bobs.
Good old Bob Hines.
Hey, Hydra Bob.
Like just going up and being like, nope, that's no good, Bob. Who's Bob? Oh, you don't know.
Literally every planet is just one of Bob's sock puppets. Hey, how are you? Oh, you want a burger?
I think my great granduncle Bob Rossian is there.
Oh my god.
Honestly, thank God.
In Bob.
What about Bob Roski?
Bob Ross.
Playoff Bob
Good old-
has to be there.
Good old playoff Bob. Going to the Stanley Cup final. What a goddamn legend.
Not
Anyway,
regular season Bob.
Playoff.
Bob.
specifically. Alright, so, the 9 realms. You know Midgard. I'm going to list them off. You ready?
Yeah.
Get prepared.
Wait, read them slowly.
Midgard.
Nice.
Wow.
You're joking, but that actually is helpful.
Niflheim.
Nice.
About the nipples.
Helheim with 1 L.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Deviants.
Asgard.
Cool.
Asgard.
1 S. Asgard. Vanaheim. Vanaheim.
Nice.
Svartalheim. Svartlheim.
Okay.
Alfheim. ALF. Heim.
Oh, like the guy.
Like the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy. Don't fucking start. Muspelheim, which I have spelled Muspleheim. I don't know if there's actually an E in Muspelheim, but whatever.
MUS.
Muspleheim. And then Jotunheim. Jotun Heim. Those are the 9 realms in this particular mythology.
Muspel.
Muspel.
And you guys.
Moose pole.
Muspelheim.
Not spelled like
Oh,
that.
I wasn't aware of moose. Moose.
Is that like Canada?
Muspel.
Is that the
Yeah.
Great White North?
Why are we just calling it the
Moose
fire realm?
Polheim?
What are you talking about?
Moose Polheim?
Muspel.
Muspelheim.
Are you referring to Canada? our nation's hat?
The Great White North.
Is this Muspelheim?
No, Moose Pole.
Muspelheim.
Moose.
Star
Moose
might.
Pole.
If you guys don't say this realm differently every single time you say it, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you.
Municipalheim.
Just so I know for purposes
Municipalheim.
of me not like inserting too much knowledge. I was like, what I know is Muspelheim still land fire? Or,
Yeah.
Okay. And then is Svartalheim still dwarves?
Mm-hmm.
Does the thing I found to find the 9 realms have a little baby description?
Anyway, what was your roll again?
My roll was
20.
Natural 20.
Oh, then yeah. Fucking what else you want? You want my fucking kidney?
yes.
Well, no.
How to get there? We'd like how the...
Yeah. What's
I would like to know. Okay.
Here's one thing. Here's how you get to Helheim. You die.
Here's the
There's
gist
gotta be
that
an
I would like
easier
to know based just on 9 realms in general before we start getting into the nitty gritty of locations and such.
Okay.
I have
you
names.
want a description of each one.
I want a baby synopsis,
Baby synopsis of each one.
and I want to know the general location of a system, perhaps kind of like the Asgardian system, that we have a location
Okay,
for.
I'll give you as much information as I was willing to give you for this entire situation. It's probably not gonna be as much as you want because you are kind of in the backwater of a fucking kind of country library, but
fine.
I will give you what you're asking for. Yeah. So Midgard, as you know, realm of mortals, most explored realm. You know, pretty much all you need to know about that.
Yeah.
Niflheim,
Where they have
the
the snuffs.
realm of shadows and mist. There is a negative energy to the place that removes vitality, and anytime that there is a portal or a tear to that realm, there is always death and gloom. Sound familiar to someplace that you might know?
What?
Helheim, the realm of the dead not chosen by the Aesir or Vanir.
How do you spell Aesir again?
Aesir.
And then Vanir?
Vanir is Vanir.
Okay.
It's like the unwanted.
The ones
The realm of
basically,
Fistful Toys.
people who die infirm or dishonorably.
Yeah.
The ones not chosen
I'll
by
try to
the
think
Valkyries.
dishonorable dead. I've never seen that.
It's essentially the people not chosen by the Valkyries, or specifically Odin, or specifically Freya.
Yeah.
Because those are the three main groups that choose the dead and who they want to fight in Ragnarok.
Okay.
Asgard, realm of the Aesir, location of Valhalla, where Odin's chosen reside. Let me know when you guys are ready. I didn't know you guys are ready. All right. Vanaheim, realm of the Vanir, where Freya's chosen reside. Where Freya also has a vested interest in the outcome of Ragnarok.
Would we know that she has to do with foresight or no?
Not from this.
Okay.
Svartalheim, realm of the dwarves. A plane with, say, abundant or an abundant wealth.
Minerals and such.
Yes. A lot of gold, silver, precious metals, precious ores, precious gems. Alfheim, realm of the elves. Almost a sister realm to Vanaheim, where there is a lot of natural energy, a lot of vitality. Muspelheim. There's not a lot of Muspelheim. It is known as a realm of fire and creation.
That's who we were trying to think of for what's his face? Sutur. Where he goes to. Remember? We were trying to think like I think we said like Muspelheim or Svartalheim in last session.
Oh, yeah, no. Suitor
He's
is
in
in
Muspelheim.
Muspelheim.
Yeah.
And I have a yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. But I remember us, we were like trying to figure out where he
Yeah, I do recall that, and
So I love Norse mythology.
that has been resolved and is a very important thing that you guys will discover in time.
So you said not much known. What else you said?
Realm of fire and creation.
Now, I put might be Canada.
It's not Canada.
That would be closer to Niflheim, but
Yeah.
Yes.
true. And the last one
Jotunheim.
is Jotunheim, realm of the giants, and a realm of intricate change, unending change,
That feels difficult to get.
the most volatile of the realms, and the most volatile of people as well. The Jotuns are a race that is widespread and also very diverse.
Do the Jotuns like to sing? Are they like
No.
a band?
Are they? Would we know if they're
They're like
prominent,
shooting
frost giants?
Yo and
No,
Tunes.
you wouldn't, because they're not necessarily frost giants. They can be
Cool.
anything.
Cool.
Praise Velgar is technically a
From-
giant.
Well, the thing that I guess slightly confuses me, especially in the context of D&D,
Mm-hmm.
is in Midgard there is there are
Elves.
gifts, there's elves,
Yeah.
there's orcs, there's half orcs. So is the realm like that you go to that's like, okay, Alfheim, the realm of the elves, are there just like 30 kinds of elves, or like 40, 50, 100 kinds of elves, or is it like
Special kinds of elves.
I mean, even in the context of Dungeons and Dragons, there are multiple types of elves.
right? I'm mostly
Here-
just meaning
here's a
like-
way to think about it, and here's what you're thinking about. Because like Alfheim is the realm of the elves. In traditional Dungeons and Dragons sense, where are the elves from?
I mean,
Depends on which.
No, it's pretty consistent.
is it the woods?
It's almost the woods. Can you go farther back from that? What is the elf special ability? What is it called? Like one of the special abilities of the elves. It's so if Alfheim is the realm of the elves.
Oh, it's the
there you go.
I see it.
Yeah. It's a little different for Forgotten Realms, but yeah.
It is a little different.
Because Forgotten Realms doesn't do that. But
don't they?
No, they
They do. You get Fae and
no, I'm saying they have that. But that's not where elves came from, if that makes sense.
I would assume it is.
In the Forgotten Realms book, the elves are from Corellian Lutheran, who is basically the creator of the elves. He created them to.
Oh, I thought he was wasn't Crow from Celestial Plane though?
He is, but he created them to inhabit the Feywild.
Yeah, they all have Fey ancestry. So.
Yeah, the first inhabitants of Forgotten Realms are actually lizard folk.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the point is, elves are from ostensibly the Feywild.
Okay.
And so Alfheim is this version's kind of equivalency of the Feywild. There's not a lot known of it, but like, and it's not as crazy as the Feywild is.
Yeah.
It's toned down, but it's still like that kind of flavor, which is why I was like, it's very natural. It's very like lots of positive energy, because like that's kind of like not positive energy as like Asgard. Positive energy is in like natural energies.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then there's the negative energy or the Shadowfell that Niflheim kind of inhabits. And if you want an actual negative energy like necromancy, that's where Helheim comes in.
So Niflheim would be close to Shadow Realm.
It would be more the Shadowfell than it would be to a negative energy plane specifically. Yeah, you are. It's fine. It's alright. But yeah, you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what you're talking about.
But
anyway.
Fucking lore here.
But yeah.
Grandpa.
Any other questions you want to have? Because we're getting ready to end the session real quick. So before we do that, any other questions so we can get that out of the way before we can
with the natural 20, do we have good reasonable descriptions? Oh, like not descriptions, but like we have the descriptions, like the general descriptions, but like do we have any like artistry creations, imagery, any kind of things that can kind of give us any kind of...
I asked for specifically any star charts for systems named after the realms.
There is a star chart for Asgard that you guys have found. It's basically a copy of the one you've already seen.
Right.
There is a star chart for Helheim. And there's a star chart for Alfheim. And those are systems that are named after those realms, with very little information. And that, honestly, because you got a natural 20, that's the only reason you got any information from Muspelheim. Because as I've said a few times now, Muspelheim is intentionally being left vague and, I guess, mysterious would be a word to use.
So we got star charts for Alfheim, Asgard, and Helheim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if so we said that the Raven Queen might know some stuff about Helheim because she's related to the dead, but then we said the Shadowfell is Niflheim-esque.
Mm-hmm.
So both of them for the Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Do that later when I talk to this woman.
I presume we're talking to some kind of person about this information, or are we just dissecting?
No, this is just you
just solid
up.
searching.
You're just looking at fucking documents.
Raleigh just was like,
you're just looking
I
at
have
documents.
ideas. Right.
You're looking at documents. There's nobody here that's gonna know anything more than you do. This is literally like a backwalk, like a new colony that they have a military base here for, but it's so established now that they don't necessarily need one. So it's essentially a redundant military base. So there's not a lot of like crucial information here. There's not a lot of crucial personnel here. Probably the highest ranked official is like barely a commander. And it's only a commander because he's in command of the base. It's not even like, it's hardly a rank. It's more of a designation.
Yeah.
Like if he was outside of that particular command unit, he'd probably be like a lieutenant.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant?
Or a lieutenant.
Or a right tenant.
Honestly, middle tenant's pretty cool.
Anyway. Any other questions?
He asked for images.
Do you have any imagery? Any kind of...
Or is it just the charts?
I'm not gonna. There's no imagery available.
No imagery?
You have the charts. That's as much as I'm willing to give you, even on a natural 20.
Is there any information regarding the... well, actually, no.
Can I specifically look for art, since that is how Fythic kind of interacts with wild space?
You think you can get more than a natural 20?
I don't know. Can I tie a natural 20 and
Go
make
ahead
two
and try.
nat 20s?
Go ahead and try.
Okay.
It's not a natural 20.
It's not.
Then no. This is this is not a library. This is a records room for a military installation, which kind of begs the question of, are you allowed in?
I'm with a captain. Or
Nobody
whatever
stopped
he is.
them.
What
Nobody
is
stopped him.
what is
I
their?
grabbed a clipboard and walked on in.
We went straight to this records room, so we're not really near like the markets and stuff like that.
No, there's no markets here.
Yeah, I think
This
I
is the
think
base.
the general assumption here was, oh, captain, and then they just sort of like led the captain and his crew who were with him.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
Essentially, yeah.
oh shit, a captain's here. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh shit, we have somebody actually important is here. Fuck.
Like, if I question anybody's rank, this captain's gonna chew me out.
Yeah, basically.
Cool. Cool.
In boot.
Okay.
I think we've literally gleaned the records with the natural 20s.
I think so too. And with that, I think it's time to wrap up this session. You guys have arrived on Eden. A new adventure awaits you planetside.
And a new level too.
And a new level as well. But that being said, thank you for watching this episode of Lizards and Locations, Roots of Yggdrasil. They killed a bird.
We did it!
They killed 3 birds, actually. 3 birds with 1 stone, you could say.
So many birds.
If you'd like to hear what else we're killing it at, you should find us on Twitter or Hive or Mastodon or Instagram, Facebook. There's Patreon and Ko-Fi now. And then you can see all of our super fun friends. So there's Shadowmere Comics, because they're really cool, and there's a link down here.
Ko-Fi or coffee?
I think it's Ko-Fi, but you can buy us a coffee there.
KO-FI.
And
I'm
if
pretty
you
sure
use-
it's intentionally pronounced coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, except the internet told me it wasn't, so I don't
I
know.
think it's pronounced Kofi, but I could be wrong.
That's so...
Kofi Kingston?
I was gonna say, if it's pronounced Kofi, that's kind of silly.
What it is not though is Kovefi.
What's not silly is giving us money on the platform.
What's not silly?
When you give us money on that platform, 50% of it is going to go to the charity that we have picked out for the month. And this month, it is the ACLU because, you know, we support all sorts of trans people and women with, you know, the right to their bodies and everything else like that. So, support us, support awesome other charities, and we'll have a new one each month.
If you made it this far, please tell me, what is your favorite planet from Star Wars?
It's obviously the Penguin Planet.
Oh my
People
god,
just
there's
keep-
actually a penguin planet.
I mean, that would be Hoth, right?
I am a fan of Hoth for its avid penguin exploration tour guides led by
Why are you sleeping on the planet with the porgs?
I don't know its name.
Which
Do you know
one
its
is
name?
that?
Oh, are
It's
those
got-
the little, like, they're
They-
black and yellow?
They had to put them in because they couldn't get the puffins out of the shot.
My knowledge of the sequels is very limited due to the shit.
Puffins?
Is that
Puffins?
what it was?
Puffins.
Really?
Puffins.
Sorry if you really like the
That's
new
why they
movies.
made
That's
the
why they
orcs?
added them?
Yes, because the puffins were in the shot.
Also, and,
why they were born.
and just to
There's
be
literal
clear,
penguins on one of the Star Wars planets, and you picked a different one.
just to be clear, I like
Penguins are
J.J. Abrams,
penguins.
but damn
But they look like
those movies.
So, favorite planet, find us, follow us, subscribe for the show, subscribe to Patreon, subscribe or purchase tip things on Coffee, Ko-Fi, Confi? That's not right.
It's definitely not that one.
Confetti.
Also check out Shadowmere Comics and use the code Lizards23 to get 50% off your first month subscription. And then you can go and listen to Rolling for What Now, or their new podcast, White Wing Dice. They are posting on both channels, so, you know, check them out.
My favorite planet is Naboo.
Boobs. More like no basic.
I like the underwater
Pika
stuff.
Boop.
Open Gungan style. Can we roll yet?
Yes.